106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Welcome to the Goddamn Podcast with Drew and TJ. Let's get this goddamn thing started.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah,
it's a pretty badass intro.
It went through like maybe 4 or 5 like changes as we were getting the podcast going and everything, but pretty happy with the ending there. Yeah. Anyway, welcome guys. It's Goddamn Tuesday and the last show before the Reason Rally. My AC is out. I live in Florida. It is like 90 degrees in my house right now. So if you see me sweating like Pulse of Defiance after a big swat of meth, you know why.
Jesus Christ,
dude, he's such a good sport about it. Thank you for being cool about it, Grant. And I'm looking forward to meeting you in DC.
You know, I was just giving this some thought. Sorry for the delay, but I was giving this some thought, and your intro, as an artist, I thought of a way that it could be improved exponentially. Right after it says, with Drew and TJ, there's like a 2-minute long session of like a monk choir, you know, just and dark matter, just like clouds parting, and then my name appears.
Like we just show your face for a second, and then we play that clip from Monty Python Holy Grail, like bring out your dead, ding, bring out your dead, ding.
Man, I'm just thinking we could have a lot of fun with that, with the like a soundboard of just boo, like right after we need to start running. Oh man,
that's hilarious. We should probably work on that. Yeah, so this is the last show before Reason Rally. We aren't going to be missing any shows because we should be all back home, and we'll have plenty to talk about. So we will be back next Tuesday without missing a week like we did when we went to Vegas.
Back to our miserable, shitty lives.
Yeah, dude, talk about miserable. I'm between my job and my AC, like it's become unbearable. I get to leave like a terrible long ass hard day at work and come home to like a fucking oven of a house. But
it's fucking hot right now too in Florida.
Dude, it is really bad. I'm paying $3,000. Paying $3,000 and having them just I'm not fixing the old ass condenser. I have just switch it all out. The guy, you know what the guy said? He's like, look, he's like, I have 2 units available. He's like, one of them is just with an electric heater, like it's just for straight cooling, really, you know. And then the other one has this, you know, awesome heating element. And I was like, bro, you live in Florida just like I do. I was like, why in the hell would I want to go out of my way for awesome heating? Like, I'll just wear a sweatshirt for those 3 days it gets cold in Florida.
Right. It's like that in Texas. Hey, Neeboop actually has a really good point. You better not be using patron money to fix that, you know.
I'm using nothing but patron money. In fact, I'm going to take
money
video of them, like, taking out my old system, putting in the new one, just in case I need to like, have, you know, get this straight. Quite honestly, this hurts. This hurts bad. I just bought a car, and now my AC's gone, and I'm about to go on vacation. Like, you know, I'm going to be so fucking broke. But whatever.
Shit always hits it all at once.
It is. It's in threes. So hopefully this is it's the 3 and it's over. God damn it. I can't afford it. The only good news I have out of all this is that I finally think I may have found a buyer for my old car, which is still sitting in my fucking driveway.
Sweet.
It runs like a champ. That's the thing. It should be easy to sell, but the blue book on it's pretty low. So I didn't want to price it too low because then you get a shitload of scummy tire kickers coming by to look at it, and I really didn't want that.
Well, and they'll come by, like, you'll put it really low, and then they'll all come by, and they're like, yeah, well, the best I can do, and they'll give you, like, 500 less than that.
I actually had, I wanted to look up the junk value of it, just to have something to base it off of. Like, this is something, I won't take anything lower than this, obviously, because I can get that for junk value. And I was looking it up, and one place was like $250, another place was like $300. One place I went, they were like $50. And I'm like, I would rather fucking demolition derby this thing than fucking take $50 for it. There's no way in hell that that's a
crazy.
It's like a 6 of the junk value, and it runs and drives fine. The only reason I upgraded is because it is, I've been driving that car for 10 years, and it'll be great for someone that needs it, like a high school kid or someone in a tough spot or whatever. But for me, it was time for another fucking car. Drew, I know you felt the same. Your car still ran when you decided to get another one. There is a time when you don't wait for it to like kick you in the ass before you start looking at options. I wish I had done that with the AC. I've been looking at my outside unit. It's original with the house, 1984. So it's like 32 years worth of... Wait, am I doing my math right there? Yeah, 32 years worth of fucking use on this condenser, and every summer I'm like, that thing's going to go out, and it's been pushing and pushing and doing great. It could have been worse. It could have been like August, I guess, like hot as But at the same time, it hurts. This hurts me. So I won't be giving anything away. Just kidding. Of course, I'm going to give something away. You guys obviously don't believe that. So. Let's see, the first patron to tell me, just tell me the first letter that this book's title starts with.
B.
B is not it.
Whoa.
Looking, still haven't seen it. Oh, Pulse wins it.
I was about to say, how do you
Pulse
not
wins
see
it with an S. It's S. S is correct, and you just won yourself Serial Killers.
That's awesome.
It's an actual
that's badass.
Story by story of America's or actually history's most evil murderers, and all their stories and their sentences and what they did, what they admitted to, what they still haven't admitted to, all that kind of shit. I actually read quite a bit of this before I got involved in like 2 other books and had to put this one down. But it is there, of course. It's Jeffrey Dahmer. That's why we're proud to live in Florida.
Yeah, I've had a few of those, man. Like, dude, some of the shit in there it's like crazy. It's weird. Like some of the craziest ones are people that you've never even fucking heard of. And dude, it's like some of those. That's like really sick shit, man.
Oh yeah, this guy's name is. Let me see if you.
Moses Sithole.
Sithole.
How much, dude? I would have been a serial killer too if I had a last. Because what he got called his entire fucking life.
Dude, you know what that's like? That's like when you look at a character in a movie, like Darth Maul or something. You're like, dude, there's no way that guy could ever have been a good guy.
Somebody says that these pages might stick together. Look, I'm sick, but I'm not that sick. I'm not jerking off to fucking
Jeffrey
serial
Dahmer.
killer autobiography shit. I guess it's not autobiography, but
All right, I get what you're hinting at with this book, TJ. Yeah, I will confess that. Yeah, I am a serial killer, but it's cereal with a C. I could put away 2 big bowls of Lucky Charms like that.
dude, bars first of all, and second of all, there's a band called Green Jelly that actually did either a song or an album called Serial Killer, and it was cereal with a C. But you should check that out. That was actually
From
pretty
Behind Bars.
entertaining album. I used to love that shit. They were the band that did that Little Pig, let me in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
That's the shit fucking TJ listens to.
Hell yeah, man. It's crazy. I love that shit. Anyway, all right, so congratulations, Grant, otherwise known as Pulse of Defiance. You win this, and guess what? I don't even have to send it to you. I can just bring it with me and hand it right to your ass at the Reason Rally. So you get to look forward to that, sir. And thank you for your patronage.
So unappreciated in his time. Get out of here, Dark Matter.
I can't believe nobody corrected me. That was like, nobody was like, oh, someone else said S first. because it was moving so fast. I'm going to look up and just double check. No, I'm right. That was right. It was Pulse. What?
This Cosmic go.
Whoop. Whoop.
her fucking face.
I love that his face just never changes.
Oh,
Like,
classic. All right, so yeah, I mean, other than the Reason Rally announcements and saying for any of you that are going, keep an eye out for me and Drew while you're there.
Yeah.
It
We'll be
shouldn't
hard to
be
miss.
fucking hard. We'll be the people like parting the fucking sea of people that just want to get the fuck out of our way. Dude, we put Drew in front when we were walking through Vegas, and it was busy as fuck on the strip. Like, you couldn't walk around normally. Like, it was just too crowded. And we put Drew in front, and it was just like parting the Red Sea, for Christ's sake.
It's like driving behind an ambulance.
Oh, God.
That's fucking great.
Damn it.
All right, so I don't know. We have a shitload of material or not? Because I got
Yeah,
plenty of other stuff
we
in
do.
my life I can bitch about if we need to kill time.
It'll probably come
Dark Matter, by the way, people are expecting you to hold up to your standard of awesomeness from the last episode. I don't know if you looked at the comments.
Oh, my God, man.
Well, you guys got to give me something rage-worthy.
I think we
Oh,
got...
we'll work on it. We've probably got plenty of shit here lined up. Yeah, good job last time. You were on fire. I know that probably only comes out of you every like couple of years.
When Nephilim Free is around.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
the only
That's the
time.
last time I can remember Dark Matter losing his cool.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, but in an awesome way, in a way that is
Totally.
totally understandable, and that the person he is losing his cool towards deserves in every way. So, props for that. I don't usually watch entire old episodes, but I watched the entire part from where we started talking about that, and you started getting real miffed, man. I was like, oh yeah, you can hear it in his voice that he's just gonna like.
Yeah, Godless Lesbian actually tweeted me a picture of it. Steve Shives blocked her on Twitter the other day.
Dude, Scope
Jesus Christ.
Scope created a Twitter account 2 weeks ago, and Steve Shives has already blocked him.
I told you, Scope. I told you it wasn't going to take long, bro.
Fucking ridiculous. It almost makes me want to start a Twitter just to see how fast I'll get blocked, but at the same time, fuck Twitter.
Confirm and blocked.
Yeah, exactly, and delete account because that's all I really wanted.
The only thing I wish Twitter would do is I wish Twitter would send you a notification that you've been blocked. I wish they would do that.
Yeah,
That
I
would-
guess
that would
I
be cool to know.
can't think of a good reason why that wouldn't be okay.
But Facebook doesn't do that either, do they? Like if you
No, and neither does YouTube. I don't think really any site does that. In fact, Patreon just came up with an option to block people.
yeah.
It just seems so incredibly weak to me because there's people that I have, fundamental disagreements with on, major, political issues, social issues, religious issues, and we still get along just fine. We're still cool with each other. We could talk. We can get along.
You missed Drew and I like going at each other's throats for an hour at the last yesterday at the end of the patron show about like the nukes in World War II. By the way, if you're not a patron, you missed the fuck out. I'm not going to give any spoilers. We're not going to get back into it. You should have been a patron because it just became like the last topic to wrap the show up, and
Dude,
instead
yeah.
we went on for like an hour.
We planned on covering like another maybe 5 minutes of content, and we were going to be out. Lasted an additional whole fucking hour.
It was
You were
pretty-
arguing about Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
exactly, yeah. In World War II,
What was the disagreement?
whether they should have or shouldn't have dropped the nukes. That's
Okay.
I don't want to. You're a patron. You're going to get the link when it's
Okay.
up here shortly, so you can go watch it yourself. In fact, if you want to save time, like skip just to the last
it's-
hour if you want to
it's-
hear just
yeah.
that part. But
It's
I don't want to
good-
give too much away because it was the
Yeah.
patrons. They paid for it and they got it. Even the
It's-
patrons were like, "Move on."
It's good to know because there's a new phrase that is popping up in the chat now. It's called Druclear.
See, I can already guess which one of you was on which side.
Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious. And by the way, it's not Druclear, it's Drucular.
Drucular.
All right, because we all know how to say it properly, like a good Republican.
Nuclear.
Yeah,
Nuclear.
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 Anyway, all right. So that was fun. Obviously, Drew and I, like you were saying, Dark Matter, I'm not holding any grudges. I don't think any less of Drew for any reason for having his opinions, and he did a really good job of arguing his points.
That's so fucking condescending. That's like what everybody says. They're like, hey, he's a fucking asshole and he's wrong in every way. But I mean, it was cute how he like tried to keep up. Yeah.
It's really funny when you discuss old shit because the discussion is not going to change anything. You're literally talking about history in a way that it's not going to change anything, and you just can't let it get to you, I guess, too much. And you can make your points or whatever, and you can even get heated about it. I got heated with Paul the last time he was on, but that's whatever. That shit happens. Paul's still an awesome guy and a friend, and I'm looking forward. I guess he's going to Reason Rally too now.
He is now.
So I'm looking forward to seeing Paul again, especially in a state where it's decriminalized. You know what I'm talking about, Paul.
Just a second, man. Godless Lesbian says she was hanging out with real people yesterday. Oh, okay. All right.
I see how it is. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let you get away with that. You're just gonna have to double your patron pledge. All right. Totally kidding. Tiju is not in full effect tonight. All right.
We will give you a little taste of what happened on the patron show. All right.
All right. Taste.
The only.
All right. That.
Whoa.
Those levels were perfect. Dark Matter.
Whoa.
What? How often do you do this at the club with your wife?
I can't even remember the last time I was at a club.
All right. Well, you're going to see some dance moves here that are going to blow your mind.
One umbrella drink from Dark Matter. This is how he dances.
No, 1.5 umbrella drinks, and he's passed out. But one umbrella drink, and he is freaking ripping his wife beater off and dry humping ladies on a table.
Why is that guy's head so big? What the?
Okay, so Drew pointed it out to me. I didn't see it the first time. You probably didn't see it either. Maybe a lot of people watching didn't see it. Drew, show him the fucking. This is. You watch. This guy comes fucking flying in the air, and on top of this woman. Ready?
And there's no rape culture, right? There's no patriarchy, right? This proves it.
If there is, it exists only in like Jamaican clubs.
It's just harmless dancing.
Her legs aren't even spread at this point. He's just like on the side, like just humping away.
Just straight up humping.
You think that's the craziest it gets, Dark Matter?
No. I'm going to guess no.
Yeah, you're right.
Here we go.
This is fucking insane. I don't know why anyone would do what you're about to witness. And by the way, if you're not a patron, this is the kind of shit you're missing on the patron-only shows. We go all out for the patron-only shows, and this is the kind of shit you are missing. This is so crazy.
I'm just relieved that she was okay. I didn't see any...
Wait. Can you go back just like 1 second, Drew, on this video? Oh, Dark Matter, I got to get you one of those hats right there.
Oh, next time you see him. Now, if I saw him wearing that hat, sipping an umbrella drink, I'm gonna think like, oh, okay, it's like that. All right, that's cool. It's so fucking ridiculous, man.
It's almost like when club dancing meets like WWE. That's what
that was set up like such a wrestling move. It was.
When people used to get so freaked out about Elvis moving his hips too much, and now dancing is just getting into different fucking positions and like dry humping each other.
Not only that, but just like dead dropping onto a ball. What if your nuts accidentally got like underneath your butt cheek when you did that? Watch how he fucking drops.
That was dude. No, there's no other way around that. Yeah, Tumby Panther says power bomb. That is a fucking power bomb. There's no way around it.
That's fucking crazy. And then they, of course, fall off the back of the bar. What did they think was going to happen? That poor woman. Can you, if he does this at the club, can you imagine what he's like in the bedroom? Poor girl.
Why do you think all his kids are dizzy?
Jesus.
What do I throw at him? I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. At this point, no, I'll do something, Drew. You don't even have to do anything. I'll do it. You deserve to be blocked by Steve Shives.
Oh.
That's all it takes.
Fuck it, don't push me, goddammit.
The man has his limits.
God damn.
Oh, let's see.
Geez, that was brutal. But yeah, that's what you're missing if you're missing the patron-only shows. Oh, and I guess I should have made this announcement earlier. We tested a new site for the patron-only show called Hitbox. And it apparently went pretty well. The only downfall that I can think of was, number one, the delay was about 15 seconds when we tested it out yesterday, which is, a little over, it's like 2.5 times what we deal with here on Vaughn. So we'd have to be a little bit more patient with the chat and everything. And the other thing I could think of is the chat moves pretty quick because people can post GIFs and stuff like that. And with a patron-only show and a limited number of people, that might work out okay. But with a large group of people, the chat might fly.
Well,
but we are going to give it a shot sometime in the near future.
You have to keep in mind, though, you got to remember, if only mods can post GIFs.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
So, I mean, that'll cut down on it, at least.
So, right off the bat, Neve is not a mod.
Well, this is one of the things we were actually talking about, is one of the options with the GIFs that are already preloaded with the site or whatever, it gives you an option next to the GIF to just take a picture with your webcam and send it through the chat. So
that could be a problem. But is nudity allowed?
Yeah, it is. It's 18 plus. But the thing is, only the modded people can send actual images that appear in the chat.
Yeah, so basically, if you have mod status and you are sending me pictures of your asshole, you're going to lose your fucking mod status. Unless it's scope, in which case,
absolutely. But no, the way we phrased it yesterday on the show was, you're going to look over in the chat box and see just a tsunami of penises.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's bad games.
But we will give it a shot. If it works, it works. If you guys are happy with it, we'll be happy to move it over there. We get a lot of complaints about the site here, Vaughn, that we stream from. Sometimes it's pretty good, and quite honestly, for me lately, it's been pretty decent.
Yeah.
But I'm not all you guys, and I'm not watching the show. You guys are. So if it's a pain in the ass for you, we are trying to find alternatives. So please do pay attention to the link, basically what we'll do is I'll put up promotion videos for the live show, and I will have the updated link. I believe it's just Goddamn Podcast, isn't it? The Goddamn Podcast on Hitbox. So if you want to go ahead and preemptively make an account or whatever there, but
I'll put the link in the chat.
And I also hear that it's easier to watch on the phones because it has an actual app for it.
Yeah, and the app will alert you whenever we're streaming on that channel. So
even if you're not home, you can still catch it. So we have been listening to your complaints. Also, people would complain that we had a lot of lag issues on the actual uploads, and I think we fixed that. I didn't see any lag issues in the last episode. So you guys, please do keep an eye out on that as well. We are trying to fix all the little issues and make this show as awesome as possible.
Yeah, and it seemed like everybody really likes the GIF thing. Hopefully that wears down, because I don't think the sons of bitches are actually even listening to us. We talked for 4 hours yesterday, and they only paid attention are they still talking about nukes? And that was in the middle of the 4th fucking hour.
It is pretty funny though when people were right on top of, they were finding GIFs that were on topic so fast, and it was pretty entertaining. The only thing is, I think we'll be ending up like laughing and talking about the GIFs that we're seeing in the chat when nobody else can see them, unless we include like a little area on the side.
Which by the way, we talked about doing that before. We talked about doing that before, but now if we go to that side, it'll be more practical because it's like non-stop GIFs that are like really good. So.
Exactly, and if we put it on the side, we can make it to a size where you can see a GIF, but you can't necessarily like read comments or something along those lines. We can try and set it up. I didn't. We want to add and make the show better, not just throw random shit at you and make it harder to to watch the stream itself.
You ever think about capturing the comments here? When you do the YouTube uploads, like capture the.
Yeah.
You mean like just have like a box here on our screen, like XSplit?
Like when you upload the YouTubes to video, I mean the video to YouTube, you would include what the chat is saying, like on the side of the screen or something.
Yeah, like a scrolling maybe on the far right hand side, but I wouldn't want it to be so big that it's distracting. And I also the other problem with that is that people show up just to like leave chat, so it'll show up on the video. You know what I mean? You have that to consider.
You're talking about maybe like something like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
but you could rework it smaller, like thinner, and so like that, so you can see more of the GIFs that we're laughing and talking about on the other side. Obviously, not on the bottom.
Well, I mean, I would eventually we could reshape this and stuff. We talked about doing that before. But
it's just a matter of worrying about like if you do that, people are going to leave comments just so it'll be seen by anyone else watching, where it does kind of, people are going to be paying attention to the comments rather than what the videos or whatever we're talking about, the points being made. Yeah. Just things to take into consideration. It's something we might give it a shot and see what people think about it. If everyone loves it, we'll keep it. If people are like, meh, we'll see we'll make the decision ourselves, I guess. Yeah.
Anyway, people in the chat, you notice how I advocate for you, and I just want you to remember that next time I say a hilarious joke. And Drew is going to be tyrannical and try to put me in the bars.
It's not like that. Don't listen to this guy. He's a clown. Don't listen to him.
Real. I'm surprised you haven't broken those bars by dropping your wife on them in some crazy dance move.
That's the dark matter. Dark matter don't go to clubs anymore because he's banned from all of them.
I thought you were going to say because he's bald.
Well, that too. But he does wear that super cool purple hat.
Dude, maybe someone can go back and get that hat or a fedora. That's what we can get for dark. We're trying to come up with new things to put on dark matter, and a fedora would work pretty well.
I'm starting to love that my name works for all these little phrases. Like it's a Drew Tatership.
Yeah.
Drew Clear.
Drew. He's like Drew taters. I like them French taters.
Fried taters.
Drew, get that tater ship to Ireland.
Taters.
Tater ship Ireland. Drew Sifer, Drew Clear.
That one's a tongue twister, man.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to. But, I mean, Drew, you have a name that is much easier to work with than most other people. So
it fits. It's a gift and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, let's entertain these cunts with some videos.
Vidya.
This is the Darwin Award.
Oh, God.
And it involves fire.
喝杯活酒啊！操！我操，这咋回事？
Blow it out.
They're just punching him repeatedly.
Nuts. It looks like he almost did this shit on purpose, and then it got out of hand. Like he thought we'll make a video of me just like accidentally doing this, and then we'll put the fire out, and it'll be like ha ha ha. But this fire is not out. That dude is like.
Dude,
beating him in the nuts.
Just the fact that literally his balls are on fire and him and his friend are just beating the shit out of his nuts. Is just...
All right, I've got to give some bars to Peachy in the chat who immediately said great balls of fire. I'm surprised you didn't open it with like goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Why didn't he just take off his fucking pants?
Yeah, that would probably work. My favorite is like the smart move of, hey, this thing that's still on fire and like full of flammable liquid, throw it on the floor. Why set it down or anything when you can create a bigger fire? You fucking morons.
Still going on. Oh no.
What the fuck is that?
What did they knock over on top of the fire?
I don't know, but it looks flammable.
It's gonna catch on fire, dude. My favorite is the shadow because you can see like him like gyrating, but you can't see the fire.
Oh, and you can still hear them punching the guy in the nuts, dude.
Jesus Christ!
What does it look so cool now?
Yeah, about to say he starts out like so cool. It's like, all right, this dude's gonna
think
pull this
that
off.
is that he's got on fire. He was gonna take a sip of it, so I'm thinking 151 or something.
I was thinking some kind of liquor or something.
It's got to be maybe
Everclear.
an anisette. We use anisette at work, and we had a new guy. You know, that's when you like flame something real quick when you're cooking it,
So
sautéing it.
Yeah, so
And,
that couldn't be like liquor, right? If he was able to dip his fingers in it.
Oh, it very well could be.
I mean,
If
but it
it's
didn't
like
burn.
anisette, like I said, like we had a new guy, like dumped some anisette when he was fucking sautéing something, and he caught the fucking hoods on fire. Like he just like doused the shit out of it, put like a huge it's just like a huge flame comes up already. He put the whole shitload, and it just started an immediate fire in the sauté station. Oh yeah, it looks like he did it on purpose. He's got that crotch centered perfectly. Okay, like go back where he pours it on his crotch.
Oh, the internet.
All right, it looks like he does this on purpose. Yeah, he's not even close to his mouth or anything.
It's like
He's
lightning
pouring-
and striking his dick.
Ah, that is one hell of a screen cap.
That is.
Jesus. I mean, that looks like, if it were like going in the reverse, I mean, it looks like an incredibly powerful orgasm.
All right, dude. Not only that, but I know these guys are not. I don't think they're Japanese, but if they were,
I think they're Japanese. I really think so.
Oh my god, dude! No way! No way! You bastard!
What did I say?
So
I didn't
bad.
say anything.
So bad. I was gonna say if they are indeed Japanese, go ahead, nuke them. Fuck it.
Yeah, just be done with it. Be done with it.
Prevent
We
them
should have
from
got them all
burning
the
their
first time.
crotches.
Fuck it.
Jesus, dude. But yeah, so this looks like on purpose, like, and they thought that it was gonna go out real quick, and then it was so out of. Look, his crotch is perfectly centered, like for the camera. He's showing that for the fucking camera.
I want to enjoy
TJ
the
is just
stream.
fascinated with this guy's crotch. Look how perfectly centered
I'm
it is.
fascinated at the idea that someone would try and like fake a video like this, and then it actually fucking became like a real situation that was laughable and totally Darwin Award worthy.
Can we all just like bask in the sounds of him screaming and them all just punching him in the
Please.
balls? Dude, and those are not light pads either. Fucking win, man. Jesus Christ.
Oh god, that is classic. Whoever fucking did you find that or someone sent it to
No,
you?
I found that. Yeah.
Dude, awesome. That is epic. That's why I chose you, Drew.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
great. I'm getting quoted as, look at his crotch. His crotch is perfectly centered. Free gin. Stop dropping egg roll.
Oh God.
It's fucking terrible. That's another
let's
reason
see.
I don't want to show the chat. So when I steal jokes, nobody knows.
What are you gonna do? What was that guy? David Pacman? Wasn't that the guy that stole
That
your
son of a
joke?
bitch. Yeah, I left a fucking comment on a Right Wing Watch video about Brian Fisher, saying it was when they were talking about Obama wanting to imprison World War II vets. That was what Brian Fisher was talking about, of course, because he's insane. So I left a comment on there like, it's obvious to me that whatever Brian Fisher accuses Obama of wanting is something that like he's hiding himself. And it was like a top comment. It was on Right Wing Watch. All right. Next thing you know, David Pakman comes out with a fucking video. They use the actual Right Wing Watch video of Brian Fisher, so you know they went there. And like midway through the video, they kind of pause, and he makes a point as if it just came to him, and he literally reads my fucking comment,
like verbatim,
fucking batum. Like the first time, I was like, huh, what? And then not only that, I went and commented on his video, like, hey, I'm glad you really liked my comment, but you probably shouldn't like act like you just came up with some epiphany when you're just basically reading top comments off of videos. And that comment was removed.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, that was a while back before he got a shitload of subscribers. I think he had about 50 or 60,000 at the time.
I just remember TJ on Skype like continuously was like sending. He'd tell the story. He would send like screenshots of his comment on that video, and then he would like
timestamp of David Pakman saying it.
Yeah, the timestamp video of like David Pakman saying it, dude. It was all like lined up, and I was like, holy shit.
I mean, it was, but at the same time, I didn't go make a video about it or whatever.
You should have. Well, I mean, no. It makes me wonder how much other shit he's plagiarizing. Probably
a lot, but the way I took it is this: I left the comment as a point to leave an imprint on people, right? And if that's the point of, I'm not like making money off my comment or anything like that, and I was making a point that he thought was good enough to use himself, and so in that regard, I guess I can just like get over it and be like, hey,
yeah, he should have.
I know that my comments are good enough that other people want to use those arguments.
Yeah, but it's still really weak of him, though. I mean, if he's going to do it, that's totally fine. I mean, it's not like we all are just entirely original things, but dude, you give credit if you're like verbatim taking someone else's thought.
Yeah, I was just going to say it would have been just as good if he put a screen cap of your comment and read it. I mean, he doesn't.
He could have even done less than that. He could have just been. He could have just said like, "I saw a comment on this that said," and it would have been that easy. Covered your ass right there. Yeah. But at the same time, I understand plagiarism is an issue. I'm not excusing that, but personally, I mean, it's not that big of a deal to me. It was big enough to point out to people that I knew, and privately and shit like that. It wasn't big enough for me to like go make. I will end
your channel, David Pakman. You will pay me money for using my
quote. Sometimes people will copy my videos and put them on Facebook, and I'm of a split mind with that. Like sometimes it's like, yeah, you're kind of you might be stealing views from me and taking money from me, but on the other hand, I want the message to spread, so I let that override it, and fine, I don't do anything about it. There's been other times though where I did get pissed off. I still didn't do anything about it, but it pissed me off more was when they cut off my intro that says dark matter.
Oh wow, yeah.
And then just start it like it's their fucking video.
Wait. So people were sharing, because I see your videos pop up on my Facebook feed all the time. My personal.
Well, you have a lot of atheists. Mine, I actually just have friends and family. Well, not even really family, just mostly friends and coworkers. And someone actually shared one of Dark Matter's videos with me, and I'm like, yo, that bald fucker hangs out with me every Tuesday night on the goddamn podcast. I was like, I know him well. It's to me, it's funny when you see someone that you don't expect to see Dark Matter videos from coworkers. You know what I mean? Like it's not something. Sure, you got 500,000 subscribers, but in the main scheme of things, you probably you walk around, nobody's going to know who you are.
Yeah,
I mean I personally just go up to any bald guy and I'm like, great videos, bro. They're like, uh-huh.
But seriously though, like they're taking like Dark Matter videos and they're sharing them on Facebook from like a different YouTube channel
from their personal Facebook, probably,
or they upload them to their Facebook. Yeah,
no, yeah, but I understand. Like I could take one of your like Dark Matter videos and I could paste it to Facebook, but when people watch it, that's still.
It's just from YouTube. Yeah, you're watching basically the YouTube.
No, because I thought he was saying like people would take a Dark Matter video, upload it to their own channel or something, and then put it on Facebook.
They do that too.
Okay, that is fucked up. That is stealing your.
It is, but like he said, it's a tough line. It's a thin line between oh, where are my profits, and trying to get my message spread in the first place.
Yeah. And also, especially if they're cutting out your intro, dude, your intro is like 4 seconds.
They do it.
Yeah, they're doing that on purpose.
Yeah,
They purposely. Yeah, that's shitty. That's like, I mean, at least with my intro, it doesn't even say my fucking screen name or anything like that. So
if they're sharing a Coctopus video, that's just like, if they're trying to pass that off as their own or whatever, that's just beyond ridiculous because it's obviously not them.
I actually found a fan page on Facebook for my channel, like that I did not know existed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's cool. I certainly am not like, oh, hey, no, where's my cut or anything like that. But I'm not nearly as big of a channel as you are now, Dark Matter. Even though I've been doing this longer, sadly. Yeah. I've kind of let things dip off. I've meant to do a video this month, and like shit just has been hitting the fan the entire month. So I told myself I was going to make one a month from now on at least. And
yeah, that's what I do.
Well, yeah, but you put a lot of work into yours. I basically just turn on the camera and like, blah, 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 blah. And I should be able to do that, but with everything that's been going on, and
Dark Matter's like layering and shading and spending like a week on like 2 seconds of fucking animation.
I literally just throw on some sunglasses and yell into a camera.
I rendered a 25-second scene that took like 72 hours for this fucking shit to render. My computer was bogged down all that time.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of shit that would piss me off if people were trying to take it and make it their own.
Do you have any evidence of that?
Of what?
Your shitty computer. I don't believe it because your videos and everything.
No, my computer's great. It's just that the scene was that dense that there was a lot to there's a lot to the scene.
But you said it was 25 seconds?
25 seconds. I'm using for this particular part. I'm using CGI software that actually gets used in Hollywood movies. I mean, and they have like render farms where they have 100 computers trying to render a scene. I got one computer devoted to that.
Damn, man, fucking, you gonna be the new Pixar? We can call you Dixar.
Well, I believe the software I'm using has been used in Pixar movies. It's used for like the environments and stuff.
No shit. Well, I'm looking forward to it, man. Good to know that my patron money is going towards important 25-second clips that take 72 hours to render. 72 hours. I'd be like, nah, fuck it. Ain't worth it.
Yeah, that's why we don't make content like that, man. That's like content that it takes like a lot of patience to do. Yeah. I mean, dude, totally hats off to you, man. And that's why, like, dude, I have... that's the equality of opportunity versus equality of outcome. I don't deserve 500,000 subs. If Dark Matter has 500,000 subs, there needs to be a significant gap.
The Wasted Atheist says, I leave for 15 minutes, come back, and DM's got everything. He's got 2 forms of bars. Oh, you missed some terrible jokes.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny though, because there was this one video where it was the women talking about being objectified on YouTube and stuff like that, and one of the things they were talking about is how the women that are making the content are not making as much money as the guys, because they just look at like kind of the blanket number of like what the average ad revenue for the guys are versus the women.
Dude, I can tell from my analytics that it's a total sausage fest.
I checked mine today. I am actually at 14% women though.
Here, let's look at the analytics on channels that cover makeup tutorials and like how to do your hair.
Yeah.
And I bet you women rule that, because there are way more women making videos like that, whereas there are way more guys making videos about like religion, politics, and all that kind of shit.
Divisive shit.
I think I have like 86 or 87% male viewership.
YouTube of all places is an income where you can't claim that there's some conspiracy where there's a male boss who is deliberately paying female employees less. No, it's not about that. It's about the number of views you're getting, the amount of time people are watching your shit. It's all on you.
And yeah, there's no way that, especially if you don't. It's not like anyone's like, oh man, that sounds like a really interesting video, but it's a female, so I'm gonna go watch some other shit that a guy made instead. Like that's not.
If anything, females are more likely to get clicked on.
Yeah, because they're more pleasing to look at.
You would think so, especially since it's such a sausage fest. You have a bunch of guys, you'd think that they, it's like having 9 guys at a bar and 1 chick. Guess what? There's going to be 9 guys hovering around 1 chick.
Yeah. Unless,
of course, it's Neeb, and he'll just be jerking off in the corner.
All right, let's try to play a little bit of content this fucking hour.
You would think.
Let's give it a shot. Here we go. Street Fighter Nursing Home Edition.
Oh, that sounds really good.
He punched the guy so hard that he fell backwards.
I hate watching old people fight because you're like, no, you're gonna break a hip. You're gonna break a hip. You're gonna end up in a wheelchair the rest of your life over some stupid shit. You remember that clip of the giant seesaw with all the old people?
Oh yeah.
They fucking tried to balance it, and instead it just went boom, and freaking they all fell off, and you could just hear people in the back moaning like, like, don't do that shit. You're old as fuck. You're fragile. You're frail. Don't do this.
Hip breaker.
That's combo breaker and hip
breaker.
Oh god. Yeah, they're saying in the chat. Yeah, Cocktapoop says they're probably fighting over a woman. They're fucking like 90 years old.
They're probably fighting over a Viagra pill because what the fuck are they going to do with a woman without one of those?
Look at that lightning speed.
He's like, I have the advantage.
Capitalize. The sound effects are just
Dude, they've fallen down at this point.
Dude, the way that guy fell over.
What a clusterfuck.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Dude, yeah, I know you don't like watching old people fight, TJ, but dude, imagine you're driving by and you look over and see this, you're stopping. Dude, you're stopping. You're either going to stop or you're going to be so focused on watching that you're going to wreck into something. You're not taking your eyes off that, and you know it.
I'd probably pull out my phone and start. I'd be like, 9-1, record. Jesus.
Who won? That looked like a double KO to me.
Yeah. It did. They didn't do a very good job of. I don't think did the health move at all the entire.
That's what I was just thinking. Let's see. Let me skip about halfway in. No.
No.
Nah. So
they just grabbed
low quality production.
They got lazy with it.
They could have. Yeah, they could have spent 72 hours rendering that and made it a little bit better.
Let's see, something we can fit into 10 minutes. We have a lot of smaller stuff. Our second and third segments are going to be like longer rants, I'm sure. So we have good like critique-worthy videos.
Yes, we have one that I would love to hear Dark Matter's opinion.
Where's your mother?
Need water, Chris?
Any luck?
Not a bite this morning.
Oh. You see where the sun is?
Up there.
Yeah, on the back of your neck. You're casting a shadow. If you can see it, the fish can see it. Always fish with the sun in your face. The other bank's the place. That is, if you want my opinion.
Gosh, Emperado, I want your opinion. But Mama won't let me go over there.
Why not?
I can't swim.
You can't what?
I can't swim.
How old are you?
6.
Fucking old school. I love it.
Can we go back to the actual like holding him and throwing him?
Like I was thinking, like the way he grabs him with such ease, it's like, okay, that's definitely a puppet. I'm like, that is not.
It's
like,
not a puppet. Look at that! Jesus Christ. Give me a freeze frame of that kid just like. Oh fuck!
Jesus
That
Christ.
is fucking funny as shit.
Oh man,
Can you imagine if they did some shit like that nowadays? Oh my god.
totally violated that kid's safe space. I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, it is technically like attempted murder. If the kid just told you, like, I can't swim, and you throw him in the water. But, you know, this was from a different time.
Yeah,
this is fucking Technicolor, for Christ's sake.
I knew as soon as I saw John Wayne there, I knew it was going to be problematic somehow.
Dude, I love that clip. So epic, so well done. Wait, damn, I wish we had more scenes like that in current movies.
Yeah, dude, I love that he didn't even try to like reason with the kid or anything. He's like, "What? You can't swim?" And the kid's like, "No." He's like, "How old are you?" The kid tells him, just immediately just grabs him and chugs him. Like, there's no conversation here, kid.
We taught my daughter to float when she was like, baby, like tiny. You can teach them to float, not to necessarily swim, but to float.
Well, it's always seemed crazy to me that people don't know, like when I meet people that don't know how to swim, and there's a lot of people that I know that don't know how to swim, that's just insane to me. The planet's 70% fucking water. Especially living where I live and living where you guys live, we're like right next to the fucking ocean and shit. It's like, how do you just not know how to swim?
I used to be a lifeguard. And everyone else hated me because we had to do like every month you would have to do swimming tests to show that you were still like, fit enough to be the lifeguard, whatever. Everyone hated me because I've got like giant hands and so they're like paddles when I'm fucking swimming. It's ridiculous. I'm actually a very fast swimmer. I set a record for the retrieving the rubber brick. You have to have your back turned to the deep end of a deep ass pool, and they fucking throw a rubber brick in, and when you hear the splash, you can turn around and try and retrieve it as quick as possible. I did it in like fucking 1.9 seconds. It was stupid fast because not only that, but it's once the brick comes out of the water, they stop the time. I jumped in, grabbed it, and like put it above my head, and it was like already out of the water. So easy.
Yeah,
enough.
we had to do that shit in the Army too. I did this jungle warfare training where you had to tread water with all your gear on, including boots. Oh my god!
Your hands above your head, holding something like your rifle or something.
Wait! Wasn't there a video we watched? It was like a black troop, wasn't it?
It was the dude that would not go in the water.
Yeah,
they telling him to jump in, and they finally fucking threw his ass in. They had to retrieve him because he was going to actually drown. That's why I'm saying like. There's like, oh, you can't swim? I'm going to throw you in there, teach you how to swim real quick. And then there's throwing them in and they drown. And then you're like, well, I guess he didn't learn how to swim after all.
What do you think, like, if this was, I understand this is a movie and this is a set and everything, but what do you think would be going through that kid's mind at this point?
Jesus Christ. He's like, well, first of all, he doesn't look like he throws him too far. He should be able to hopefully stand up. But, he's probably like,
I just love it.
I should have never talked to this guy about fishing. That's probably what he's thinking right now.
Didn't push him, didn't just give him a shove or anything like that. Just literally picks the little bastard up and just tosses him. It's great.
I thought he picked him up by the fucking back of the belt, but it looks like he just grabbed him by the back of the leg and the back of the neck. And he's just, yep,
yeah,
just by the back of the leg.
Why isn't that a viable way to teach people how to do other shit? Like,
just throw them in it.
Yeah, I don't know how to do math. Just jab them in the face with a pencil or something. I don't know.
I think he's going to make an awesome point here.
Let me learn. Everybody should swim. Just reach out in front of you and grab a handful of water. Pull it back towards you. Not too fast. That's the way I learned.
Yeah, because I would imagine you can't swim, and this asshole just throws you in the middle of a fucking lake, right? And he's telling you, like, he's trying to give you the sound advice. Are you listening to sound advice?
No, you're absolutely in panic mode. Not only that, but he took his fishing rod and threw it on the ground on that side before he threw the kid in. He's supposed to be fishing from the other side, and now he has no rod. He's going to have to swim back. Just not very smart, John Wayne. No, that is a totally epic and classic scene. I absolutely love that. I'd seen that a long time ago. I'm not sure. We may have covered it like way in the beginning of the podcast, but I wanted to make sure everyone knew that.
I wanted to say I would remember that.
It was totally epic. I've seen it before. Can't remember whether it was just privately, and I had a good laugh about it.
Oh, it looks like okay. Paul's saying that apparently they made a Thug Life out of that.
Oh, that's probably where I did see it in a Thug Life compilation because that's why I remember it because I had to edit that shit back in the day, back when I actually had time to put together Thug Life shit.
Hold on, Paul sent me the link. Yeah, hold on. We're fucking playing this, goddammit.
What you want to tell John Wayne is, I don't know how to have sex with beautiful women. That's what you want to tell him.
Let's see. All right, let's do this. Thug Life. Man, this takes us back.
Where's your mother?
Do you want a kiss?
Any luck?
I'll bite this morning.
Oh. See where the sun is?
Up there.
Yeah, on the back of your neck. You're casting a shadow. If you can see it, the fish can see it. Always fish with the sun in your face. The other bank's the place. That is, if you want my opinion.
Gosh, Your Honor, I want your opinion.
Can I make a quick point?
Go.
If any man dressed like this nowadays, we would instantly think he was gay.
Yep. Or Glenn Beck.
Yeah. Get rid of one of those things, one of bars or something, because that was fucking great. I didn't even think about that.
Let's see.
Oh, classic.
Did you hear he got suspended, by the way?
Yeah.
Glenn Beck?
Yeah, for saying that someone should kill Donald Trump.
Well,
yeah.
it was one of his callers, wasn't it?
No, it was him. He said some dumb shit and got kicked off.
About assassinating.
Do we have that lined up for the fucking end of the show?
I just read that when the pre-show was happening.
If someone can find us that clip, we will happily cover it at the end of the show.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, Mama won't let me go over there.
Why not?
I can't swim.
You can't what?
I can't swim.
How old are you?
6.
When you go there.
I can't swim.
Oh, no.
Keep the heads ringing.
Say what? You better get up.
All right, that's fucking awesome.
Dude, keep their heads ringing, man. Ring, ding. I love Dr. Dre. Like a mother. That's like my shit as far as rap is concerned, dude. The Chronic. Fucking that shit is. I've listened to that so many fucking times. I'm gonna play that for the next pre-show. Classic shit. I love that. That is totally epic. That and is totally thug. But it's a thug dressed back then like a manly man, and now it's like it's a manly man. Times change, man.
Times they do change. All right, man. Let's break it up. We will be back with a lot more content.
Of course, and we will, as usual, have some sick-ass break material for those of you taking the time to watch us live.
Oh, that's right. We are back.
Nice.
We are back.
You know, it's funny because I was going to use one of the break material bits to give away this next prize, and then I remembered that on YouTube we actually got a comment. Because we played the metal version of like the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman, and someone was like, "Dude, that's the original like back in the day Batman." I'm like, "Dude, do you realize that the breaks we take are not just that little bit that we throw in on YouTube to show where the breaks were? Like we edit that out. If you think that we take like a 1.5 second break." As Drew pointed out, you don't have things quite figured out.
I said something to the effect of like, "What do you think that we just take a break for like literally 2 seconds and then just pop back up refreshed every hour?" It's like, yeah, bro, no.
It's pretty funny. I guess they realized their mistake because they removed the comment.
When I was a little kid and I used to watch those old Batman shows with Adam West, you know?
Oh, I loved it.
Adam West and Burt Ward and whatever. I used to think. When I was little, mind you, I used to think that those were supposed to be serious, and I would always like scoff at them, like at how unrealistic it was.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, there's
Bam,
so many
boom,
different
pow.
things you could do with that image.
Dude, how do you cut out the image so quick? That would take me like
magic wand.
Magic. It takes 72 hours of rendering, Drew. All right.
Is there seriously like a fast trick to do that? That would be very helpful in the future.
I believe. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. They might have
magnetic wand tool.
Magnetic wand.
Did you have something to say? It sounded like you had something to say.
Someone said pen tool. Jama says pen tool, but the lines for the pen tool would be pretty straight.
I myself have a pen tool here.
Wah wah. Download Mojo. Cool. We'll look into it.
All right. So let's give something away.
Hold on. It's kind of customary and it's only fair. We start Dark Matter with a clean slate after every break.
It's like, God damn, this wig is so hot.
I was looking forward to parole too. Frankly, Sonny, go ahead and stamp your form because I don't give a shit.
All right, first person in the chat that can post. What kind of sunglasses are we all wearing? They're going to win the pair that I have on right now. I'm going to take them off for the whole rest of the show, and I'm just going to set them aside for you. That's what's going to happen. You're going to win the aviators that I'm wearing. Not only that, but these are aviators I've used in God knows how many videos and shows. So they have some...
you just gave away the answer.
I did, but they are already answered. It's Philly beef.
Philly beef.
Philly beef with the aviator. So, as promised, Philly, I'm going to take these glasses off for the rest of the show, and they are all yours. I will give them to you in DC. So, enjoy.
Da-da. Cockception, bitches.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, that happened. That happened.
And he doesn't get anything for that, though.
Why? That was brilliant.
No, that.
Oh! Do you not appreciate good humor, Dark Matter? Is that what I'm hearing? Why is that on me? There we go. Apparently,
seriously, these aviators. These are the ones that I've worn. These are the ones that sit next to my computer. Usually, I just got these ones. So these are the ones that I normally sit next to my computer that I've used in, God, probably the last. I want to say like 2 years, at least a year. Maybe 2 years worth of every time you've seen me, it's been wearing these. So that's actually a pretty cool fucking prize, as far as I'm concerned. I'm glad you got to win it, Philly, and I'm glad also that you are attending Reason Rally. I'm getting lucky here. I don't have to ship anything. I'm just going to hand everything to all the winners. It's wonderful.
That's right.
What you're going to want to do, Philly, is get a whole vat of like antiseptic lotion and just put those bad boys in there for like a week, and that might take care of them for you.
All right, so congratulations, Philly, and thank you again for your patronage. We appreciate the fuck out of it, and we are looking forward to seeing you in Reason Rally. So yeah, congratulations. And you know what? I'm gonna throw in. I have a pouch for him. I'm gonna throw in the pouch too. Why not?
Damn.
And now, instead of wasting like half an hour before we get back to content, let's actually try and cover some shit.
Okay, Jesus, where to begin? We have a lot of stuff that we're actually going to be commenting on, I'm sure. We'll start with this douche. Oh yeah, we're finally going.
Is this literally just music and
no
and text?
It should not be.
If that's the case, go ahead and just turn the music off, and we'll just read it aloud as it goes on.
Finally, get to talk shit about Kanye.
That's right.
Have you regretted anything that you've tweeted?
Nope.
Nothing. Never. You don't go, maybe I should have thought about that a little longer?
What's the point of thinking?
What's the point of thinking?
What?
Yes. Which
in
sense
the actual dude? All right. I want to point out first of all that Kanye has removed tweets, right? Like he's put up tweets and then removed them.
I never heard about this.
I am pretty sure he got into a thing with Wiz Khalifa, where Wiz was talking about some. I'm not a huge rap following guy, but I did hear about this, and I know who Wiz Khalifa is. He was talking about some new strain of pot he had that was called like KK, Killer Kush or some shit, or Khalifa Kush or whatever it was, and fucking this dipshit read that tweet and thought he was talking about KK Kim Kardashian. And so he went on this big white knighting fucking thing for Kim Kardashian and Wiz Khalifa's like, you fucking idiot. You know, he's like, I'm not even talking, like, anytime you see KK, he's like, if someone forgets a K when they're talking about white supremacy, they're talking about your wife. You know,
this is the guy that threatened Obama, remember? It's like, you keep my wife's name out your mouth. You know, and like, and Obama's pretty much saying, like, dude, I'm the president. Come at me, bro. Like, seriously.
He's like, I'm half white, so I got twice the privilege you do.
Dude, I'll tell you this much, dude. When Obama is in, like, an interview, and they ask Obama about you, and he just refers to you as a jackass, dude, that was, like, the ultimate. I fucking loved it. I was like, Obama, you're the man.
What is the point of thinking? Can we just discuss that?
Well, we can. I'd rather just hear it one more goddamn time.
Maybe I should have thought about that a little longer.
What's the point of thinking?
I mean,
let the record show.
What's the point of breathing then?
Let the record show, TJ. This guy's bald. Okay?
But he chooses to be. You can no. Kanye West gets his hair done like twice a day, and it is done to the point where it's like you can see where my hairline is, and that's it. It looks like a 5 o'clock shadow on the top of his head.
It does. But he's still bald.
Dude, technically, if your head is shining like it is right now for Kanye, you're bald.
Dude, wait, isn't bald by choice even worse?
Oh yeah. Oh, that is absolutely worse. If you know anyone and they have hair, but they shave it all off like on a regular basis in order to be bald, I mean, sick fucks. Even Dark Matter can agree with that, because obviously Dark Matter, if he had the ability, would grow hair. I mean, like on the top of his head, not just the horseshoe.
I have ideas that can make the human race existence within our 100 years better. Period.
Okay, wait.
Oh my
Would
God.
having ideas constitute as thinking?
Yeah. You would.
So what's the point of thinking? Well, you just explained it yourself. The point of thinking is having ideas. Let's explain this to this gay fish motherfucker.
Fucking gay fish.
What? Remember, like, when TV started and they had the idea to, like, put people on that had intelligent things to say that were interesting, and now they just get some random ass motherfucker who, you know, made some. What he's a musician, right?
That's what I'm saying. Do you remember when on a show, when a musician was on a show, they fucking sang a song or something?
Yeah,
like,
do what
you're a
you
fucking musician.
Do what you're fucking good at. Stick to that.
Yeah, obviously, it's not thinking.
Yeah, leave the philosophizing to the philosophers.
He's trying to change the world,
to the philosophizers.
Paparazzi, whatever perception you have of me, you know, people never write. They be like, Kanye's pissing everybody off. Kanye's making so much. They try to position it.
Look at how uncomfortable Ellen DeGeneres is.
Oh,
yeah, she fucked up when she brought this guy.
That's what she said. That's her mind.
The thing that I hate about this guy is how self-centered he is.
Oh, this dude's like
go get off and just go fuck yourself. This guy, the whole world has to revolve around him. All he knows how to talk about is himself.
All right, point number one: the ripped up shitty jeans that he's wearing probably cost like $4,000.
Yeah.
Point number two: Ellen DeGeneres, if you know anything about her past, she dated like a really crazy woman, an actress. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she dated
that really skinny.
She literally like knocked on some people's door in the middle of the desert. It was like a single house, and she was like, "Can I watch?" She wanted to watch like Judge Judy or some shit.
Whoa.
Like out in the middle of nowhere, knocked on these people's doors. Didn't ask for a glass of water or a phone, but to watch Judge Judy.
That's a good way to get shot,
dude. Anyway, so this that was someone Ellen DeGeneres dated. The point of me bringing that up is to say she sat across from a lot of crazy pussies, but I think this one tops the list.
Oh, and that leads me to believe that maybe Ellen's crazy meter is a little bit off, and she can't gauge who she should be hanging around with.
Right. Well, I'm sure it was like, okay, we'll get crazy ratings. We bring this asshole on our show, but you can see the look on her face. Like,
somehow,
damn.
wasn't it Kanye that there was the clip of where he's like, he's at a concert, right? And they're filming, and he's like, I'm not doing the next song until everyone in the building stands up. And so, like, everyone in the normal seating area and everything is standing up, and he's literally looking for people that are sitting. And he looks up in the balcony of this fucking concert hall or whatever you want to call it, and he sees people sitting. He's like, I ain't starting the next song till you stand up. And he, like, calls them out for, like, 4 minutes straight. And then they finally get it through to him. Dude, it's the fucking disabled section.
Yeah, they're in wheelchairs.
They can't stand up. You are pointing them out like they are the bad guys, and you are holding off the next song like until they stand, and they can't. You fucking retard.
Oh, yeah. Mocha's saying, and he also destroyed Bohemian Rhapsody. We have played that clip where it's like Freddie Mercury, like, laughing.
Mama just killed man.
Yeah.
Put gat against his head.
The best part is when he goes to the high, like, Mama, where he goes, like, life had just begun. It gets really high, and he goes, Mama, life it. And then he, like, goes up to the audience.
Puts it up to the crowd.
Yeah, because there's no way he's doing it.
What a bitch. Dude, how much money would we all pay to get him off this fucking stage and put Freddie Mercury there to actually dude,
absolutely.
I'd give up I'd give the $3,000 to him and just live in a hot fucking house to watch some Freddie Mercury instead of this dipshit.
People who just think they're so great and are always boasting. I can't stand that. Someone that's really great is just, I mean, they might know their greatness, but they'll keep it to themselves, and they'll be humble. They'll at least try to put it out there. That they'll express some humility, even if they know how good they are.
You didn't see like a bunch of Albert Einstein going around talking about it. He's like, I'm way smarter than all of you. He's like, I'm a genius, like 24/7. Otherwise, people would have been like, no, you might be smart, but you're also an asshole. Yeah. Kanye is like it's not even talented at this point. He's out. When was the?
I don't know anything about.
I don't follow this kind of music.
I know the guy.
When was the last time he had a fucking hit?
I know.
A lot of people don't know this, but Albert Einstein, when he first said E equals MC squared, E equals MC squared, bitch. Now what? And then he just like dropped this mic. It was pretty badass.
Just actually how he came up with it, because MC is actually just mic without the vowel.
Nice.
Yeah. It's true.
Let's play the video.
What's in between the M and the C? An I for who? Oh no, his name begins with an E. I didn't say that.
Oh God.
I quite honestly think we're just trying to postpone having to listen to before Kanye West as long as possible.
Like, seriously, Ellen is making the face that like everybody should be making. If you were that close to this insanity, you'd be making the same face.
Dude, do you tell your crew, like, all right, here's the safe word. It's fish sticks. The safe word is fish sticks.
Dude, was that not the best fucking episode? Like, he can't take a joke about himself.
Kanye, come out of the closet. You're like, no.
Through the media in some way that I'm like, whatever your friends might say. So we saw Kanye, how was he? Did he like, but I care about people. Picasso is dead. Steve Jobs is dead. Walt Disney is dead. Name somebody living that you can name in the same breath as them.
Dude, please don't say yourself.
Don't tell me
about
dude,
being.
Okay. Yeah. Look, can you go back so I can see the actual text quote? Picasso. You were asking people to name somebody who compares to Walt Disney, Picasso, and Steve Jobs. 3 completely different fucking geniuses of their time. Okay, and by the way, a lot of those people, like, you don't get immediate recognition. It takes a lot of work.
Lifetime. You got your Elon Musk.
Sometimes it takes after death before people start appreciating what you've done.
Especially for artists. I would put, like, maybe Elon Musk in there. Damn it, I forgot the name. Hawking. Thank you. Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking, yep, still.
Yeah, you got to give him more people to like put in the camp he throws himself in.
With people that actually.
What's
the point of asking this question? Are you saying he's either saying there's no one awesome left alive, or that he is the only person, and therefore his ideas, no matter how fucking insane they might sound, are valid somehow because he's the Picasso, Steve Jobs, Walt Disney of our fucking time.
You keep
out of over 7 billion people currently alive, and
out of here.
You keep his name out your mouth.
Ikeable. We got 100 years here. We're one race, the human race, one civilization. We're
that's
blip
very
in the
problematic for Black Lives Matter. That's a microaggression. That's literally like under the microaggression list right there. You're one race, the human race.
Yeah,
that's incredibly racist.
What he's saying here is you have 100 years, right? We are a blip in the existence of the universe. Don't waste your time listening to Kanye fucking West. And
Dude,
on that note,
Kanye West is the fucking black and bald version of Donald Trump. He just says whatever stupid shit jumps into his head. He talks about how awesome he is and how all the fucking ideas he has is going to solve every problem in the fucking planet. He's the fucking black and bald Donald Trump.
He's fallen into that unfortunate situation where he has a skewed perspective of himself. He's sitting there thinking he's this groundbreaking motivational speaker right now. And he's just an asshole rambling who got lucky.
Dude, I honestly, I mean, and this is coming from fucking me live on the goddamn podcast. I put dark matter like not just 1 step or 2 steps, but like 5 steps above Kanye West.
Wow.
Yeah, in terms of like what you've actually accomplished and put out there. And you've done it without like the giant financing, the giant amount of like fans, and dude. And at least you don't go off on crazy tangents like this. And when you do get heated, it's like worthwhile. You're just not some nutty motherfucker. I'm so surprised he's talking about the Illuminati.
I'd hate to see what kind of torture you'd have in store for Kanye if he were part of this show. He'd be like in the pit, in the Sarlacc pit, with the clown nose.
How horrible it would be.
Whoa. You just came up with 2 ideas for things to put on dark matter. A clown nose and a Sarlacc pit. Please work on that, people.
Dude, yeah, like this show with Kanye West, if Kanye West was like a guest here, it would just
just let him talk for the whole show and it would be fucking entertaining.
Do you have any idea what trying to party with that guy and have a good time, what a buzzkill that guy must be?
The only time that I've seen him be entertaining for me was in Get Him to the Greek. Which is a movie, and when he's fucking talking like what's it called, a Jerry, and it's a joint that's like laced with everything. And they're like, yo, just the guy's freaking out. What's his name? That's super bad. Jonah Hill? Jonah Hill. All right, so he's like freaking out. And they're like, just calm down, smoke this joint. He's like, okay. And he smokes it with him. And then they tell him it's a Jerry and it's laced with everything. And he's like, starts freaking out again. But that scene was entertaining and it had Kanye West in it. Congratulations. That is the most memorable, enjoyable scene was like you for like 4 minutes. And the enjoyable part about it was not really you.
Let's try.
It's a Jeffrey. What did I call it? A Jerry? It's a Jeffrey. It's like mixed with everything. If you have not seen Get Him to the Greek, it's actually got some pretty funny parts. It's not like totally my type of movie, but it was watchable.
All right, let's see. Let's try this. Let's get off Kanye.
If you think about meat and say, okay, well, it has to come from chickens, cows, and pigs, there's only so much efficiency you can wring out of that system. So we need to think about it differently.
So people are pointing out in the fucking chat that, DM is a Jeffrey.
True. And I also bring people joy and happiness.
No.
The life of the party, so to speak.
Throw him in the Sarlacc pit, Drew.
I wish we had one.
Coming soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Did someone say big gaping holes?
Yeah. It's a frothy come-on glasses porn.
I'm Ethan Brown. I'm the founder and CEO of Beyond Meat, and our mission is to create meat directly from plants.
For decades.
Yeah, this is called When Fake Super Meat is Better Than the Real Thing. From plants.
Let's see.
That's interesting.
People have attempted to make imitation meat out of plants, but the appeal of those products has been limited because, well, the imitation has never been that convincing.
That looks horrible.
That looks disgusting, but then again, so does like ground fucking beef coming out of a fucking
ground
thing.
beef. Like
no,
dude, do handfuls
the mind,
and just
the mind is a funny thing. Like, look, I used to think the smell of weed was fucking terrible. I was like, oh, it stinks. But after you smoke it for a while and your mind puts it together like, hey, that smell means getting high. And we like getting high, so that smell is a good thing. And I eventually fucking transferred it. And that's why, like, when you see a hunk of fucking, like, meat or ground beef or whatever, you know that that's going to turn into, like, a juicy, tasty burger. And that's why it looks appetizing to you. And this looks disgusting because you are not used to what this would look and taste like.
This looks like it has the color and consistency of guacamole.
Yeah, guacamole's green. I'll be honest and say I took a shit earlier that looked like this.
Is that not green?
No, it's not green. From what I can tell, that's like a yellowish beige.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Really, man,
yellowish.
Man, my colors are fucked up.
What
Maybe
is
the glasses?
I think about it from the perspective of
I hope it is. Either that or I'm going fucking like retarded.
what's in meat. And that's, lipids, it's amino acids, it's carbohydrates, it's minerals, and it's water, none of which have exclusive residence in the animal. They're abundant in the plant kingdom. So what we're doing is extracting them from plants, and then we're going ahead and assembling them in the architecture.
I love that new shirt. Real meat tastes like freedom.
I don't know.
Real meat tastes like what?
Freedom.
Like freedom. This whole idea of like saving the cows and pigs and chickens, it is novel, right? And I love animals, right? And I'm a huge dog lover. All this shit. If I go see a cow, I'm not like, you would taste great. I'd be like, oh, sweet cow. However, I eat meat like crazy.
Somebody
I
quoted
beat meat like crazy too, but that's not the point. The thing is that if you do this where you are like, there's no demand for meat anymore, guess what? Like all the they're being born to eventually die and become food, but they wouldn't be born in the first place. It's almost like a pro-life argument in that, like, without the need for like shitloads of cows and pigs and chickens, they wouldn't even be there in the first place. Now, the argument to me comes more... Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Drew. That's exactly what I was thinking of. So the argument to me gets more sketchy with how the animals are treated before they're slaughtered. You're showing me videos of like pigs that can't even fucking stand up or whatever. Like they literally, while the pigs are alive, they fucking use meat hooks to hook the fucking live pig and drag it around because it can't fucking walk. Sure, that's fucked up. Fuck that. I cannot support that. No animal or living creature deserves to suffer like that. If you want to be more humane about it, I totally understand. I'm not asking everyone to be a vegetarian. I'm never going to be a vegetarian. But we do draw the line somewhere, and that line is about where it's at. Yeah. We do not eat, like, when I'm super hungry, I don't look at my dog like, tasty. Like, that's just not how it works. But again, that goes back to how your mind works. Well, putting shit together as, like, what tastes good. And when you look at a cow, you don't think yummy. It's only that your mind understands that cow equals beef equals steak or burger or whatever that makes it appetizing.
Well, one of the things is, though, about this, if they can kind of make this work and it's good and stuff like that, I mean, I guess it could cut down on like the demand for cows and stuff, but also like not just cows, but all the other shit, but also the like the technology and stuff could probably end up being used to help like world hunger and
absolutely. Those kinds of look, dude,
because there's way more like plant life.
If people are shitting on GMOs,
yeah,
right? They're shit, like they're like, oh my god, but that's like, it was done as a way to try and cure like hunger and make shit easier to grow.
Last longer.
Do you think people will also be freaking out? The same people that freak out because the people freaking out about GMOs are like fucking no. I'm not trying to talk shit against vegans. Do your own thing. But for the vegans who like treat me like I'm a douchebag because I eat a cheeseburger or something like that, you also, you're not gaining any favors by acting like an asshole.
Well, to be fair, if my example is about helping with world hunger and stuff like that, the people that are worried about GMOs are not the people that are concerned with with personally starving.
Exactly. The people worried about the GMOs have they're not starving.
Yeah.
Put it that way. You don't give a fuck where your red pepper was grown if you're fucking starving to death.
Of animal protein or muscle, and by doing that, providing meat directly from plants.
So what makes Beyond Meat different than its...
Can you go back like 3 seconds? That looks like a goddamn dried up tapeworm.
Is it supposed to be
That
chicken?
is the most unappealing thing. It would take a long time for my mind to make the connection like, this tastes good. Like, no, I don't think it would ever happen. That looks like... God, what? It looks like clay.
Yeah.
It looks like someone ran like clay through a machine that put it into like a thick ribbon, and they just had it in a big pile. And they're like, "Oh, aren't you hungry now?" No, I am not. If that is your alternative to bacon, no, thank you.
So what makes Beyond Meat different than its predecessors is that instead of trying to take a product like tofu and pass it off as chicken, it's figuring out what makes chicken chicken and then rebuilds it from the molecular level. You might...
That sounds...
I mean, look, science-wise, if they can actually make this shit work, that is great. It will take a long time to get people to transfer over and whatever. But, I mean, I've had meals that were nothing but vegetables that were, like, no meat involved that were fucking fantastic. Every time I go to Kobe, you guys have Kobe's around where you live, right? Kobe Steakhouse? Oh, it's like a hibachi grill where they like flip the knives and do all kinds of like tricks, and they cook right in front of you.
Nice.
Anyway, so that's badass. But like I've had full vegetable meals from them, and it's just like a shitload of like zucchini and onion and all kinds. And it's just fucking incredible tasting. I've had an eggplant burger. I'm not a big fan of eggplant, but the way that they like battered it and fried it and everything, it just came out great. It tasted wonderful the way that the sauces that went with it. You can do that, but you I don't know. If they can do this properly, fine. I obviously have no objection to it. Go for it. And those that want to eat that shit. But then again, there are those that thought tofu was a great idea. Have you guys ever eaten tofu?
Yeah, I've tried it. Yeah.
There's this McDonald's that was just recently built near my house, and I always find it funny. We've been there a few times. They built it right next to a cow pasture, and the cows look right in the fucking windows, and they're like chewing, and your hamburger is kind of awkward.
That is fucking hilarious. McDonald's like doesn't. When everyone's like, oh, they're job creators, in a way, sure, but McDonald's has been producing their own everything for fucking decades now. They do not buy potatoes from some farmer. They just buy farms. That's the way McDonald's do. That's capitalism when it just gets out of control. And you're like, oh, but it creates so many jobs. Dude, they literally buy a farm and then, like, they buy some farm that is down and out. Right, and they're like, hey, we'll give you some money, and these people are like, man, we really need money. We're in debt. We have bills to pay. So they take the money, and then McDonald's puts all these fucking restrictions and regulations on the way they can farm that makes it much more difficult for them, so they can meet the standards. Because it's not the standards are high; it's that the standards have to be standard. I do prep work. I understand that, like, if people come to my restaurant and they eat a piece of fish on a Tuesday in May, and then they come back on a Monday in freaking June, they want that fish to taste the same if they order it again. And so it's hard to do, because guess what? It's not that simple. And so but they want a Big Mac to taste the same in Florida as it does in Washington. And so that makes it very difficult when you have to standardize shit like that. It makes it hard on the it takes a lot of additives, and it's hard on the farmers. I don't know if I've watched chicken documentaries in the past. I've actually had friends and family that have stopped eating chicken after watching them. They're hard to watch, but I unfortunately still eat chicken. But I don't eat Tyson chicken and shit like that because that is so it's just so full of hormones and antibiotics and everything because they keep these animals in such an unhealthy living condition that they have to pump them full of antibiotics in order to keep them from just like developing diseases and dying. And they fatten them up as quick as they can. And then, dude, it's just, I don't know. To me, that's gross. I personally, my girlfriend got me onto this, like buying like free range chicken and shit like that. And I'm not going to say like it tastes way better or anything like that, but it honestly doesn't really cost much more. I think it's like 50 cents more for a couple pounds of chicken than it would have been to get it free range. And I do feel a little bit better knowing that as an animal lover, I'm not like contributing to the shitty treatment of animals. And I'm not, at the same time, I'm going to eat the meat. They are going to die for my fucking hunger or whatever, for me to like have a sandwich. I understand that, but they shouldn't be live like just a total shit life just for my fucking sandwich. I guess that's my point. I just, that is the inner lib in me, is like that bleeding heart liberal. That is a part of me that I want to be as kind and caring and good to people as I hope that they would be to me. And that extends to animals, which I think are way more innocent in the long run than fucking people. People are nasty turds. If someone was like, do you want to save Donald Trump's life or this chicken's life? I'd be like, chicken? I don't even need to think about it. Like, people are pieces of shit for the most part, which hopefully is something we're about to get into.
Yes,
if you were lining up the correct clips here.
That reminds me, though.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that reminds me. Today, we were picking up some stuff at Walmart, and there was this old lady on her scooter, you know, as they like to ride their scooters through Walmart, and on the back of it, she had this gigantic handmade sign, you know, with like board and magic marker, and it's like. Trump just won the Republican primary. We're taking back America. I mean, it was crazy.
Who was this?
This was at Walmart?
Just some old lady in Walmart riding around with her scooter, and she had this big sign that she made attached to the back of it.
Everything.
I actually
about
got to see. This was like maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. I was at an intersection that I've never like had to drive around before, trying to find an alternate route to something, and I fucking stopped at a red light, and on the left side is someone like shouting, holding a Trump sign. Dude, like, the election is not for a while. I don't know who you think. And by the way, if you're convinced by some idiot on the side of the road being like Trump, and you're like, okay, Trump.
I was an undecided voter until I saw that guy.
Derp. But the fun part was, there was a Bernie Sanders supporters on the other side of the fucking intersection, and they're basically just screaming at each other, like pointing at each other, screaming at each other. I'm like, wow, this is politics in a nutshell. It's like, hey, instead of trying to use any kind of real arguments, why don't we just scream at each other in front of strangers and embarrass ourselves and turn them off to the entire idea of like getting involved in politics at all?
If someone went full GTA mode at that point through that intersection, I wouldn't, lose sleep
like
over
those
it.
Black Lives Matter videos where it's like, just car lowly motherfuckers.
Is this, by the way, the video where the kid fell into the...
Absolutely, it is. I said that I wanted to talk about this last night on the Patron show, that I wanted to talk about it tonight, and so, I totally do.
How does the kid get down in that?
Here's how it happens. First of all, there's an update that just happened a couple hours before we started our pre-show. So let's see, 5 hours ago, there's an update that they're looking into like the situation and whether they should press charges, because originally they were not going to do that for the parents or parent or mother or whoever. This mother is apparently watching like a bunch of kids, and I assume they're all her own. and that she's not just some chaperone, because it's her kid that ends up in the fucking gorilla enclosure. So if you are paying more attention to other people's kids than your own kid, you're a shitty mom too. But even if they're all your own kids, and he ends up there, you're a shitty mom. This is because it's if it just was an accident, that's one thing. But this kid verbally told his mom, and other people were there to hear him like 4 or 5 times say, like, I want to go in with the gorillas. I want to go in with the gorillas. And her response was basically just over the shoulder, like, no. Like,
now I saw a lot of racist tweets about this.
Yeah,
Did you know about that? Like shooting this poor gorilla because some dumb little white boy, because a white mother can't watch her children, or blah blah blah. It was a lot of people talking about killing, how wrong it was to kill the gorilla to save a little white boy, ignorant little white boy. But apparently the boy's black.
Yeah.
Right.
I did watch this video, and someone actually asked me, like, "Oh, was it a white kid, black kid, Hispanic kid?" And I was like, I honestly couldn't tell you, because it's a video of a fucking child in a gorilla enclosure with like a 400-pound like beast.
That's
when I say beast, I mean like it's obvious this gorilla could kill this kid.
Dude,
like,
that thing is solid fucking muscle. Look at it.
Absolutely. And by the way, it's not racist to talk about the gorilla, because obviously from this screenshot, he's half white and half black.
But who goes to that? Like, whose mind immediately goes to, oh, what race is the kid? It's like, it's a fucking kid. It doesn't matter what his fucking race is.
Man,
look, and nobody's blaming the 4-year-old either. 4-year-olds don't
they
know.
But they were blaming the tweets I saw. They were blaming the 4-year-old. Like, my kid's 4. He doesn't know what a fucking gorilla is.
Absolutely. Anybody with a half a brain, let me put it that way, is not blaming the kid. The arguments I've seen are the mother deserves to be charged for negligence over letting her kid end up in a fucking gorilla enclosure. B, that it's the zoo's fault for not having better protection around their enclosure, as if having like a moat of water, a 15-foot drop, and like 2 fences wasn't enough.
That's what I'm saying. Do you know how the kid got down in it?
Yeah, he had to climb through all kinds of shit, and it was only because he was a small 4-year-old that he was able to maneuver through some of the cages and bars.
Come here. Okay. Mommy's right here.
Pause it right there. That's his mother calling down to the child who she wasn't paying attention to when he ended up in the fucking gorilla pit, saying, "Mommy's right here. Where was mommy 5 minutes ago?
Yeah.
You stupid cunt. Go fuck yourself. You deserve my opinion, press charges on this stupid bitch."
Dude, that's negligence.
You know what? That's going to get some shit too. If they press charges, that's going to be a racist.
Dude, if this is the standard, then don't even fucking prosecute Casey Anthony next time, or anyone else.
No.
Just be like, well, kids and things happen and whatever. Just no. There are fucking laws against letting your kid. Okay,
negligence.
Let's imagine the scenario instead of at the zoo in a gorilla pit. The scenario is a busy intersection, right? So the kid's like, "Mom, I want to run out into traffic," and she's like, "No," over her shoulder, not paying attention. The kid runs into traffic. Are you going to be able to shoot the car and stop it from fucking running over the kid? Absolutely not. Is saying, "Mommy's right here. Mommy loves you." Is that going to do anything to stop the bus that's about to fucking run over your kid? No. You're being an irresponsible parent. If you can't, this is one of the reasons I only have one kid. You have one kid, you can devote 100% of your time towards your kids towards that kid. You have 2 kids, it's 50-50 if you're being fair. If it's 3, 33, 33, 33. You get 4, you can only give 25% of that effort, money, upbringing to those fucking kids. I'm not saying you can only have one kid, but if you were going to pump out 5, 6 kids, by the way, this is right when he starts dragging the kid, and this is why they said, to finish my point, you have too many kids, you can't fucking pay attention.
Yeah.
Stop treating your vagina like a clown car. Now, what you're going to see is after this gorilla has like gone and looked like he was protecting the kid, he's not biting him, he's not like ripping him around. The people start kind of freaking out, and the gorilla becomes aware, and he doesn't grab him by the throat or anything, he grabs him by the hand, or I'm sorry, the ankle, and drags him through the fucking water for a little bit. And they said that was the super aggressive part. So let's see what deserved to have this gorilla killed because this mom couldn't watch her fucking kid.
Oh my god! Isaiah?
That's it. That's the where
he drags
every media outlet is like, gorilla was dragging around 4-year-old. Like, dude, you just watched the clip. It really wasn't that bad.
But the gorilla is going to drag it around a little bit more, but also the water is deep enough for, I mean, they couldn't get to it quick enough if the gorilla was like pushing the kid's head down or something like that.
I can understand. Okay. It's not that I don't understand the decision they made. I don't think they should have. I think they might have seen alternatives, but in the instance that they were in, sure. What I'm saying is to let all that happen, and then in the society we live in, instead of them pressing charges on the mother, she'll fucking sue the zoo and win like $10 million. That's the society we live in, and that is complete fucking bullshit. This endangered fucking gorilla that they brought in as part of a breeding program because they are so fucking endangered. They let any fucking moron basically drop their kids into the enclosure and then be like, kill that gorilla. And sure, we've all heard people say like the gorilla was endangered, 4-year-olds or not. And that, sure, that's harsh.
To what Dark Matter was saying earlier about the race thing, there's pictures going around social media right now of one of those like albino gorillas, and it's saying like, you know, that it would have just been arrested or something like that. It's like an albino gorilla, and it's looking at the camera, and it has like a smirk on its face, and it was like they wouldn't have shot this gorilla.
People are like so risk the kid, dude. It's. This is such it's a deeper situation than anyone is giving. It's not like this is out in the wild. You literally went to a fucking like caged animal to look at it. Didn't even pay enough attention to your kid to keep him out of the cage. And then the gorilla deserves to die because, like, dude, if it, okay, make it so that people can understand. If it had been a chimpanzee enclosure, shoot them all. They're not endangered, number one, and they are fucking fierce and nasty.
I just want to say
there's never been a case of a gorilla where someone fell into, like a child fell in the enclosure where the gorilla like mauled the child viciously and purposefully.
I think honestly, if I was in charge, I would have nuked the gorilla. Just to be fair,
a case of where a kid fell into the gorilla enclosure at a zoo near where I lived at the time.
Head injury, and the gorilla corrects them.
Yeah, and but there were other gorillas that wanted to get close, and the one that grabbed him kept, shooing them away, protecting the kid from the other gorillas. I don't know if they were going to be aggressive or not.
Well, it's like someone protecting. It's like a gorilla protecting their young. It is. First of all, they are close to us evolutionarily. I won't necessarily say the closest, but they are very close to us. Number two, they're fucking in like a zoo. They are used to some kind of human interaction. All right. I like I said, I understand that it's not like a super easy choice to make, and they were afraid to tranquilize it because they didn't want to agitate it. Tranquilizers take time to affect it. They didn't want to trank it and have it agitated and fucking have it rip up the kid in its agitation.
To be fair, though,
his argument, my only fucking point is that to let this happen and then let the mother not be charged, which, by the way, means she's not at fault and the zoo is at fault, only opens up the ability for her to sue the zoo and get rich off of her idiocy. And fuck that.
Yeah. I absolutely agree. Nuke the gorilla.
Back up. I'll take you. He's trying to switch. Okay. It's in a minute. Mommy loves you. I'm right here.
Yeah, they're about to start praying here in a minute.
Dude,
Jesus Christ.
The people are erratic, and it freaks the gorilla out more than anything.
Yeah.
The people screaming is what like agitates the gorilla more than the kid. The kid is way more calm than the fucking retarded adults and the mom, by the way, who's now watching her kid be like, "Mommy loves you. Mommy's right here." Dude, go fuck yourself, you cunt.
Dude,
this gorilla got shot because he did a better job of watching this kid than that fucking woman did.
Dude, that kid is fucking ballsy for a kid. Dude, if that was me, I would be freaked the fuck out.
He lets out like one shriek, but then that like he also fell 15 feet. They said that all of the injuries he got was from the fall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How the fuck dude? That's a big fall for a little kid. That's a big fall for anybody.
Yeah,
sure. But when you kill a gorilla because he's such a threat, but all the injuries he got was from the mom being negligent and letting him fall in there in the first place, and it's not like the gorilla broke his legs or like chewed his neck or anything like that. Nothing.
Anything the gorilla did aggressively, it would have been quick and too late by then. Yeah. By that point, that's why they were so.
Yeah. That's why they did that. But I mean, Christ,
because that gorilla can.
There are people who like blame the zoo. Like, it's the zoo's fault if the mom doesn't pay attention and her kid brings in wire cutters and opens up the fucking tiger cage or whatever and gets the fuck in there. This shit just really upsets me. In general, it's humans. I guess this is humans are just shit. We have literally we've made the species endangered. Then we fucking put it in a goddamn zoo. Then we fucking let our kids jump in the goddamn enclosure, and then we shoot the fucking endangered species because we're so fucking stupid. I guess that's what gets my it irks the fuck out of me.
Did we endanger gorillas?
Huh?
Did we endanger gorillas? I don't know.
Absolutely. Dude, we endangered pretty much every fucking animal since we've come around. Before that, sure, animals have gone extinct in the past without fucking humans. Sure. Got it. We take up their fucking habitat. We fucking hunt them. We trophy hunt them. Pretty much every species that has gone extinct since in like the past few thousand years is the fault of, mammals especially, but is the fault of humans. We overfish. We do everything to the extent where we fuck ourselves. We've got proof of global warming, and we're like, fuck it. We just don't give a fuck. We will be the cause of our own demise. We are. It makes me think if there actually might be any other intelligent life in the universe, or do we all just get to the point where we fucking kill ourselves?
Maybe.
And we fuck everything over to the point. Yeah. I mean, how intelligent? We consider ourselves intelligent life. How intelligent is this shit that we're doing? Donald Trump, for Christ's sake. That's all I should have to say. Donald fucking Trump, and we call ourselves an intelligent fucking species. No, we're pathetic, retarded, just dumb in general species. We are so far behind where we should be with the technology and informational resources that we have available. And instead, we have Kanye West on fucking, on TV talking stupid shit, and we, it's just, it irks me. Humans are just shit. I'll put it that way. People are shit.
It's an awkward period right now because it's moving so fast. Like that's the kind of stuff you're talking about. We're talking like the last, 50 years. Look at how things have exploded with technology. I mean, what's it going to be like in a few hundred? What's it going to be like 1,000 years from now? Maybe there's going to be a great period of correction. We'll get through our adolescence.
I don't think so. I think humans as a species are fucking. We're so full of ourselves that we will be our own demise. And with that technology, by the way, with the information and the information at your fingertips, we also use that technology to kill. We create killing machines and devices that just do that. That's what we use it for. And if you're basically using your intelligence to find the best way to kill people, you're not going to move forward in a very good direction. I honestly, personally think that the human species probably has about, if I'm going to be honest, I'd say maybe 150 to 200 years before we either do it to ourselves or there's just no turning back, and we all do whatever, boil alive from fucking 130-degree temperatures everywhere and shit like that.
But a lot of the technology that was used in past wars, like World War II, was far more destructive than the highly technological type weapons that we use now, which is more concerned with, one, accuracy, and two, keeping our troops out of harm's way. So it's more or less
efficient. Is that what the word you're looking for? The goal is to be more efficient with it.
That's exactly what I said, though. What we're doing is focusing the technology on ways to more efficiently kill people. And if that, like we discussed last night, Drew, about the innocent civilians and shit, I am all about you want to create a fucking gun that you can shoot from a plane to take out people that are fucking militant, and it will avoid having to bomb the whole fucking city. Great. But we're killing ourselves. We're fucking ourselves over, and it's not stopping anytime soon. It's been going on pretty much. And look, animals, by the way, are vicious and violent too. They just don't have the same as far as we can tell anyway, fully conscious ability to make decisions like that. They act on instinct, whereas we make premeditated actions to create tools in order to kill and harm others. To me, it's sick, and it's. I don't think it's going to go in the right direction. We lost screen sharing, by the way.
Yeah, your video's out. We're going to break anyways. It's break time.
All right. So, for those of you that disagree with the gorilla thing, I understand there's a lot of different perspectives to have. But someone on Facebook, one of my friends, was like, if it was your 4-year-old, you'd want him to shoot the gorilla. And my simple response was, I watch my 4-year-old. My 4-year-old doesn't end up in a fucking gorilla enclosure in the first place, you dipshit.
The main thing, though, is you don't punish the kid for the stupidity of the mother. Right. You still got to protect the kid.
Right.
Okay. Wait, I don't... How is anyone punishing the kid?
If you don't take action against the gorilla.
Okay, yeah. The action's been taken. That's in the past already. We can agree. The gorilla's already dead. Now the options are call it an accident or actually charge the bitch that let her kid get into a gorilla enclosure because she was too distracted doing something else, and then paid attention and was like, "Mommy's right here." Yeah, that sounds like some Casey Anthony shit. We let her go. Are we going to let this bitch go? How many times do we need to fucking, make it clear, oh, you can get away with anything as long as you're just completely fucking retarded? That's the standard we have. Act like a stupid, lying cunt bitch or guy or whoever and just get the fuck away with it. And, in fact, be able to make a profit off of it. To me, that's disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Anyway, all right, I know it's break 30, so I'll shut.
All right, yeah, we'll be back. Yeah. It's good. We got it back working. Super duper, bruh.
Super duper. And there it is.
There we go.
Beautiful. Oh, and Santorum is still rocking the cock.
Getting down to it. Just
God, there can be so much done with that GIF if people just took the time.
Did you see James Woods tweeted a picture of Bill? I think it was Bill Clinton and Bill Cosby together, trying to demonize the Clintons, And someone tweeted him back a picture of James Woods took with Cosby once. Hey, you were pictured with Cosby too, buddy.
Dude, if you were sitting in a room with Bill Cosby and Bill Clinton, they could tell you some stories about some of the shit that they did.
How fun is it going to be when fucking Donald Trump gets to be like, this bitch paid me when he's debating Hillary? I got pictures of her smiling with me after I gave her a bunch of fucking money. She is the problem with... Dude, I honestly, at this point, it's... First of all, I owe you $20.
That is the important part.
That is, and I've not forgotten that. I will.
What's the $20 for?
Huh? Because I'm pretty sure the bet was that he wouldn't be the nominee.
Yeah, that was TJ's bet.
And then the next bet is obviously president. So
no, I mean, at this point, I'm not taking that bet. It is. Have you seen the polls? For Christ's sake, Hillary went from like a 5-point lead to like a 3-point underdog.
Well, originally she had more than a 5-point lead, dude.
Yeah, but back in the day, Bernie Sanders was polling at like nothing, and he even gave like a fight. Personally, I'm a Bernie Sanders supporter. Looking past like some of his shitty opinions and whatever, I still think he would be like the best, like and a votable candidate. I do not think Hillary is worth voting for. I do not think Trump is worth voting for.
I don't think any of them are worth voting for.
Neither of them are. At least with Trump, we'll have like entertaining material to cover on the podcast. With Hillary, it'll just be like, oh, fuck, man. And let me tell you that I'm going to be the man. Like, dude, oh, God, she has no... Like, she doesn't understand the tone that you're supposed to use when you're... either that or she just sounds... Hillary Clinton has resting bitch voice. Put it that way.
Anyways, are you going to do like a giveaway or something?
Oh, Jesus, Drew. I was trying to get away with not having to give anything away. All right, fine. You're going to win 2 movies here. Tell me, who is the hero we don't deserve, but we need?
Batman.
We can answer? Yeah.
Well, he's actually a patron. But I mean, you're supposed to let the other people. Jesus Christ! All right.
If I wait though, then someone will swoop in there. And...
have to like count to 5.
Hey, fuck, are you still trying to win gifts here, Dark Matter? How many Ann Coulter books do you need?
But he said movies this time, so I knew I was safe because he's just going to give me great movies.
An Ann Coulter porno.
I'm really upset right now that I don't have an Ann Coulter book or a terrible movie to give you.
Damn, you want something good?
Yeah, actually, you know what?
I have a lot of movies, so there's a good chance I might have these movies, and you could give it to someone else.
I actually have something. I need to actually double check real quick that I haven't given it away already.
Oh my God, yes. All right, somebody in the chat saying we need John Wayne to throw obnoxious kids into the gorilla enclosure. Somebody meme that. Dude, make the picture, man. Do it. Oh my God. That is great.
Oh my God, that is so... Who said that?
Meldrock.
Yeah.
Meldrock, you are fucking king. That is hilarious and so awesome. What a great idea. From what I can tell, I have not given this away. If I have Dark Matter, I might take this back. But I'm going to give you... I know you said you wanted it.
Ah, nice.
This is a really nice book, actually. I got really lucky grabbing it.
That could be very useful for me.
Yeah, and I've given you enough shit gifts in the past, so enjoy. This is actually, God, this is a really nice book. I almost don't want to give it up. I have a Faces of Jesus book, and it's all the different depictions of Jesus throughout history, and it is like the thickest fucking. Well, I mean, not every last little one, but all the major depictions of Jesus. And it is so fucking awesome to look through and see how Jesus changed through the years and how people interpret him differently. But this is one that I was thinking about just keeping. And but quite honestly, I think you could have better use of it. So enjoy, you motherfucker. Now, I actually have to give something away to someone that deserves it.
Okay.
So... the first person, let me see.
I will donate, if you want to give something good away, I will donate a lock of my hair.
I thought you were going to say an Ann Coulter book, and I don't think anyone wants to take that from you.
I don't think anyone wants either. You don't have enough hair to spare, bro.
Oh, I do.
It's not a lock of hair that you're going to want.
The first person to... All right, here's how it's going to go. Pay attention. Turn the villain from a Spider-Man movie into something using my screen name. Super simple if you really think about it.
Damn. I'm about to say, now that's silence.
Huh?
Now I'm about to say, now that's silence. Doc Octopus.
I want to give it to ST Chef for saying Dr. Coctopus, but I think Blue Collar Canuck actually had a better, like, Doc Octopus. That sounds smoother. I'll let you choose, Drew. Saint Chef or Street Chef or whatever the fuck the ST stands for.
Is Street Chef a patron?
I believe so. Yeah, actually, I know so, yes.
Well, technically, you said it first. Dr. Coctopus.
I guess that's close enough. Plus, it doesn't sound like a fucking international shipping charge. So you win! Because I don't want to have to send shit to Canada. You win 2 movies, actually. Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2.
Ooh.
Are those the... Which versions are those?
Tobey Maguire.
Tell.
Okay. I see.
Kirsten Dunst in her fantastic...
I've never seen the new ones.
If you actually look in Spider-Man's eye, you can see... Let me see if I can get it to focus. It's Doc Ock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Anyway, so Doc Cock is the close enough answer, so congratulations, Street or Saint or whatever the fuck the ST stands for in your screen name. You win, and thank you for your patronage. We appreciate the fuck out of it. And just to give you guys a heads up, I only have like 4 movies left. I have
making way.
I'm Lady Death.
I don't know what that is.
Like it's a comic, but this is actually a pretty cool DVD. I have Stan Lee. This is the shit I've been. Nobody has won, and I've been holding off on because I actually like this kind of shit. Stan Lee's
Monsters and Marvels.
Mutants, Monsters and Marvels. I have Mel Gibson and We Were Soldiers.
Mel Gibson's
It's actually a totally decent movie.
I love
Mel Gibson. And I have one here that I've been holding on to for Drew.
Oh God, there's no.
No. It's actually something I know you'll like. I don't know if I should show it to you. Fuck it, I'll bring it to you for Reason Rally. All right, you win something else, Drew.
Punisher, yes, I have it.
I know you do, but now you have 2 copies.
Jesus.
Well, technically 3 because I have it on Blu-ray and DVD. So now
Jesus Christ! Well, now you have it another DVD copy with no case.
If you want to feel really old, you remember that movie Interview with the Vampire?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That little girl in that movie was Kristen Dunst.
Yeah. And did you know that they're planning on remaking it?
Oh, really? No shit. That's a novel thing, Hollywood. God, why can't they come up with anything new?
It's really sad when the most original like movies that I've seen at the theater lately were Deadpool,
which was awesome.
Which is an awesome movie.
And they weren't even going to make that.
Yeah, exactly. It was the fans that made that happen. And mind you, Deadpool has been involved in other movies. It's like not like a new thing. He was in the Wolverine Origins movie.
Yeah, where they
and I like the way he ripped on that too.
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude. That entire Deadpool movie was awesome. But and then the other one I saw was Star Wars. Like I don't go to the theater very often, but Star Wars is literally a sequel to previous movies in which in the Star Wars one they just released was almost just a remake of an early Star Wars movie. Yeah. They didn't even. I mean, they made it interesting. I actually enjoyed Star Wars.
It was very New Hope.
I think Star Wars to me was almost like the Deadpool movie in that it's a setup. They are trying to set up like a future story and expose like a base storyline to new viewers or younger fans or whatever. I honestly think that Deadpool movie was good, but it was a total like we're setting up for future, like putting Deadpool in the Avengers or whatever. Because he was, by the way, in the Avengers gray suit. In fact, I have.
Oh God, fucking nerd rage! Here we go.
A little. It's just a little Deadpool in his Avengers gray. Yeah, it was from a blind box.
Skateboard. I enjoyed the new Star Wars movie, but I just thought that they mirrored A New Hope just too closely.
Yeah,
it was done that way, but I like I said, I think it was in order to set up, because I guess they're aiming at creating new fans. They don't need to make fans out of the people who are already giant fanboys. I think they're trying to make new fans.
I don't know. I mean, I would think that they would be, but at the same time, then why are they playing to the old school by just remaking the original? You know what I mean?
Because it was a geniusly written fucking story.
Well, right, but I'm saying, like, it doesn't seem like they would necessarily need to do that if they were trying to get new fans. It seemed like it was like paying service to like the old school guys. I think they wanted to make sure you knew it was not the prequels.
Yeah,
they were like, okay, we're not.
It was somewhat of a tribute to what
it was
helped
good.
Make Star Wars what it is in the first place.
Yeah, I hope in the next one that they don't go like Empire with it, even though that's my favorite fucking movie. I hope they don't do that. I hope they kind of able to take it. The
genius of Star Wars is the trilogy of trilogies. That to me is like and that they started in the middle, then showed you how it started, and then you got to wait to see how it ends. And you know that they weren't supposed to be finishing these movies. Like for a long time, they were just like, nope, it's over. After the prequels, they were like, meh, they were going to give up. And it took basically Disney buying the rights to make it fucking happen.
But I would say, honestly, getting George Lucas out of it, I mean, we're going to go totally nerd on this, but getting George Lucas out of it might have been the best thing they could have done. Because that's probably one of the problems, and I've heard other people say this too, is that's probably one of the problems with the prequels and stuff, is you have George Lucas, who at that point has been like 2 decades living off of his Star Wars fame, and he goes to make these prequel movies, and he's surrounded by yes men, people that are just kissing his ass at like
that's
every
something
turn.
that's one of the reasons I keep you around, Drew. Because I can I'm being dead serious, because I can respect you, and I know you're not just some like agree with me just because kind of guy. You will say if you disagree with me, and
I thought you were saying because I kiss your ass, and I was like, what are you talking about?
Well,
you bastard.
one of the worst things that can happen for an artist's creativity is success. A lot of art, the greatness of it is derived from the struggle of making it.
Yeah, that's absolutely. That's why a lot of bands, their first album is their best.
I was just about to say that. That's a classic thing with bands, is like their first few albums before they get the giant house and all the cars and all the women and shit like that, is because they're still struggling and they stay hungry to get it. But once they're already like 7-8 albums in, now it's like, oh shit, now there's like, I could lose all this if I don't, live up to what I've done and stuff. So
I need another hit on the radio or some bullshit instead of focusing. It's basically Metallica's Load.
Yeah. Metallica's Load. Yeah.
Anyhow, so congratulations, Drew, even though you're not a patron, for winning the Punisher. Congratulations, Saint or Street or whoever the fuck you are, Chef.
I actually don't own the Punisher and would like to see it.
Yeah, give it to him. Yeah,
all right, fine. Jesus Christ. You know
Holy shit, are you serious? It's fucking Christmas over here.
It's got 2 copies already, bro. All right, Punisher.
Nice.
And I have a shitload of Punisher comics, man.
There you go. Here's the thing, though, Dark Matter. You're not coming to Reason Rally, right?
Right.
So I can't hand it to you in person in D.C., but I am going to hand this to you in person, whether it's when you come over to visit me or when I come over to visit you sometime in the near future. Because, I mean, shit, dude, you only live a couple hours away. There's no reason.
No, less than that.
There's no reason we shouldn't be hanging out more and shit. So I will give it to you. And you know what? I'm going to put a cherry on top. I'm going to buy you an umbrella drink.
Whoa. I better not drive the Lotus over then.
You know what's gonna? You know what he's gonna do to that umbrella drink?
Ooh!
I woke up and all of a sudden someone stole my hair.
My Lotus was gone.
Oh Jesus! All right, so we've successfully
wasted 30 minutes.
Wasted 20 or so minutes. Let's try and get some content again.
Black activist sends fake online threats to fellow activists. A New Jersey woman has been charged with making fake threats against black students at Keene University last month. The Union County Prosecutor's Office says Kayla Simone McKelvey took part in a rally on racial issues at Keene on November 17th.
Did you send this?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It is a weirdly done. They used to do these very often. Like you'd get them from like China or Japan or whatever, where they put these weird. By the way, Dark Matter, your animation still isn't to this level, right? I mean, for fuck's sake, they put this together over some stupid black activist chick that like made threats against her own group in order to make a point, and they took the time to make this awesome of an animation. What do you got?
Well, you have to understand they have enormous libraries of prefab shit that they just slap together. So
I don't know.
I make my shit from scratch.
Have you seen this video?
No.
Okay, so you don't know how intricate.
I've seen this channel. They're all their animations look like this.
Scopes,
and are they all the same?
Scope says this
Have
is
you
where
ever
he got
seen the
his
same
degree.
clip twice, Dark Matter?
Dark Matter.
Some of these programs literally have character makers where it'll just randomly generate somebody based on some specifications.
Maybe if you trade in a Lotus, you can afford one of those programs.
I prefer to make my stuff from scratch with
Like a true
just
artist?
the sheer.
With the sheer willpower to click a circle in Microsoft Paint.
You have to hold shift too. You have to hold
Two hands.
shift.
Two hands
I
on
want
it.
you to look at your fucking icon here on the screen and compare it to what you're seeing in the fucking video box that we're covering.
Yeah, hold on, let me drag him.
That was my first character I've drawn. I've drawn others that are better looking.
Listen how he whines. It's oh my god. We're getting you up there, little drifter.
You're having to pull him all the way to the top.
I know
here.
he was at the very bottom too. God damn.
I really think we should look into getting Premium X Split just to see if it's any better.
That's the difference we're talking
You can get
about.
that is that's Microsoft Paint versus actual, that's actual CG. But Dark Matter will be like, look, man, I put in the shading. Look at the shading, bro.
McKelvey then went to a computer station located in a camp.
Dark Matter, I need to know, did it take 72 hours to render that image?
No.
No?
That's the
I want
image
to
he was
say-
talking
About
about.
2 seconds.
Jeffrey with a pair of fucking glasses. That's what he's talking
It
about.
took 2 seconds on his fucking like Apple II.
Campus library and posted anonymous threats on Twitter against black students. One of her anonymous tweets made a reference to a bomb, while another tweet talked about
Tell every
I
black
will
person you know
kill
that they
all
will die.
blacks tonight, tomorrow, and any other day if they go. What the every black person? See, it's a little iffy right off the bat because she's saying black person when an actual racist would probably say something else.
For real. And you know what? When it's you can read the person that sent those tweets is Keen you against black. All right? But if you just read it quickly, it almost seems like Keanu Reeves hates black people.
I was thinking that when I was first reading it, I was like, Keanu University? I was like, seriously, the first thing that came to my mind was, whoa. Keanu University.
When you are trying to make a point about how people attack you, and then, like, nobody's attacking you, so you have to go create an account to make attacks, to make your point. Dude, you are... There's no better example of premeditated. This is a perfect example of like knowing that you're full of shit and trying to hide it.
Holy shit. Oh my god, Robert. Yes, he's talking about that middle tweet. Actually got 5 likes. I will kill all the blacks tonight, tomorrow, and any other day that they go to Keene University. 5 likes, 70 retweets.
70 reshares. Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
about shooting black students. McKelvey then allegedly went back to the rally and tried to raise awareness about the threats.
Dude, all right, go back.
The one guy with the cornrows, he was like, damn! Damn, what? Word!
make that the freaking the thumbnail? We all just be like, damn. My favorite, though, if you go back a little further, when she's showing them the phone, they actually take the time to animate the tweets and her fucking Twitter image onto the cell phone dark matter.
He went back to the rally and tried to raise awareness about the threat.
Yeah, dude. Wow, yeah. I didn't even think about
I mean, for fuck's sake, yeah. Do you even take that kind of time? Would it be like 3 weeks of rendering if you tried?
Cactopus. All they did was plug in some information into an algorithm, and the whole computer just set the whole thing up.
So what you're saying is you're too stupid to figure that out.
Jesus, you sound so sour, Dark Matter.
I care about... I do, like, high-quality, handcrafted shit here.
No, look at this fucking, like, leather red jacket that this chick is wearing holding the phone. Like, look... Look at this.
That's just... All right, that was just some bar on a specularity option that they moved with the mouse cursor. That's it. Nothing.
No, I want you...
I would have hand-drawn all the little creases and folds. You're talking about the difference between, like... an actual Leonardo da Vinci original and like some fucking poster you got from Walmart. That's what you're talking about.
I was actually trying to defend you because I was going to say,
continue.
Look how detailed her jacket is, right? Super detailed.
Hey, wait,
look how she's holding the phone.
I gotta ask, man. That high quality handcrafted shit here, is that from Happy Gilmore?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. That's when he has like the. Like Ben Stiller is that crappy like guy that has like all the old people in the old folks home like knitting.
Yeah,
like, my fingers.
my brain channeled that movie.
Oh, dude, that was perfect. Loved it. Oh,
nicely done. It actually got past me, and I love that movie. So look at the detail in her jacket, the shading, the lighting. Then look at how she's holding the phone. It's like not even in the right spot. Okay, and then look at the guy behind the phone.
The guy that's about to be blown away by it?
Yeah, oh damn, that guy. What kind of shading and shit did they really do? I see a little bit of elbow crease there, but for the most part they spent like no time compared to the other one.
It's McKelvey.
Like it looks like the dude that used to do Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, Exhibit. Yeah.
Damn. That's gonna fit in the. I'm gonna make it in the title. Damn. It's gonna definitely fit in the title. That'll make it really easy for people searching on YouTube to find this video.
McKelvey, a black alum who graduated in May, is scheduled to appear in court in 2 weeks' time. The school released a statement saying it is saddened to find out a former student and rally participant was allegedly behind the threats.
Like this video? She graduated a year ago and she's still fucking around at the school. Like, get a life. Go find your job now.
She's like the college version of fucking Matthew McConaughey in Dazed and Confused. It's like still hangs out with the high school kids, you know?
Like, got a Twitter account that we could post some really racist shit on to make our point.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
No, I don't. Be like, it'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Oh, God.
You know how some people just aren't happy unless they're, like, mixed up in some kind of conflict?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's like, I think, for some of these protesters.
It's kind of like this guy. Jesus, that's such an unnecessary
end-time headline. Dude, all right. I honestly don't remember seeing this. But I can unfortunately see something there in the intro that kind of gives it away.
But dude,
can I just say, if I really did think it was the end times, I wouldn't have put this much effort into my graphics.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Look at the camera angles. The camera angles should give away who this is going to be.
Unfiltered. International.
Dude, Do you know how long end times headlines have existed? Since headlines existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like dude. How embarrassing is it to constantly be like, "It's gonna happen"? Every time someone names a date, it doesn't fucking happen.
Dude, it's great.
Every fucking time. Obviously, I got a bet for everybody that believes the end of the world is coming. You give me a date, and I bet $1 million that it doesn't happen. Because guess what? If it happens, I don't gotta pay you $1 million fucking dollars.
Who was it? I think it was Aaron back in the day had done a video that they had went back and like got all of the documented like predictions for the end times, like all the ones from like the 1800s and stuff like that.
It's like pretty much every fucking year,
dude. Seriously, it was like it went through, and by the end of the list, dude, it was like 50 of these going up until now. I think it was in response to that. What was that guy that thought May 21st? What was that guy?
Yeah. Camping?
Yeah, girl camping. Yeah. It was in response to that, and it was pretty much like a batch of just all the ones over the last like 1,000 years that they thought, and it was like 50 of them.
Dude, it's so what a stupid thing to do to put a date on the end of the world, like specifically
where we can prove you wrong, like.
Now people might say, "Hey TJ, you freaking you said that you kind of put like an estimate on how long the human species would survive earlier, right?" Because I said I'll say 200 years. That is a guess. That is my own personal opinion. I am not saying like May fucking June 1st. All right, fucking 2216. That's the day it's gonna happen, dude. How?
At least that's smart enough to where everyone who can laugh at you would be dead.
Yeah, exactly. That now, wait, now. At least I'll be dead, so I can't hear the people laughing at me. But there's people able to laugh at me,
right.
In the future, but at least I won't hear them laughing at me. Whereas people like Harold Camping are like, "It gonna happen 2 months from now." Like, dude, and you put it up on social media where people are going to be able to be like, and set the fucking timer. Set the alarm for this day when nothing happens, and this fucker has to be like, "Well, you see, I done goofed a little bit." Like,
done goofed?
There was people that sold everything they had to following through with that shit.
There was a meme that came out about all that shit. It was like fucking with these end times Christians is like hunting, was it dairy cows with a high powered rifle and scope? Because like, dude, especially when you're like TJ's saying, man, when you're trying to pin that down to this day, this year, and it's like within a couple of years, it's like we're all still going to be here to shove this up your ass whenever you're wrong, right?
It's not like you wrote it in your diary, bro. You put it out there for everybody, and we can fucking like hear and see you. We can hear your stupid point. I would real quick before we move on like to point out that. Next podcast, why don't I just give you like 3 videos and we can just go off on total tangents because we just talked for like 15 minutes about the intro to this.
Dude, the Steve Shives video last week.
No, the Steve Shives was awesome.
That was an hour's worth of talking, and we covered like 4 minutes of that video. We spent like 30, like the first like 20 minutes was on his intro.
I swear to God, when you said we played 4 minutes of it, I was when you said we played, the number in my head was like 90 seconds. Because there's just so much to fucking talk about. Yeah. When you say that much dumb shit, and sure, it's like the it takes longer to clean up someone shitting in your living room than it takes them to shit in your living room, right? Mm-hmm. And it's easier to be stupid. And it takes a much longer and intricate, detailed, nuanced like view and analysis of shit to actually you make it seem right. Which I'm sure, which is, by the way, the excuse for why we're wasting so much time. But I'm sure we're about to do again as soon as we hear this bullshit.
He is a Perone. That is the type of guy he is. And I guarantee you, Glenn, that during his presidency, during his reign, if you will, he is going to petition the American people to allow a temporary suspension of the Constitution so that he can help America get back on his feet again. He is a danger to America. And I got to ask you a question, and this is serious. This could bring down...
I think this guy watched The Purge too many times. The people who, okay, mind you, the point remains that Glenn Beck calls himself a constitutionalist and he has no fucking clue, right? Like for the most part, but the people that follow Trump call themselves constitutionalists. So if he fucking suspends the Constitution, even the people that like him will not support him. And in that case, maybe him being assassinated does become more likely, because instead of just people that dislike him, it'll be the people that used to support him too. But this is what got Glenn Beck suspended?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just reading about this during the pre-show, but I thought it was the caller that said something and Beck got in trouble.
Well, Glenn Beck will inevitably, and I guarantee, agree with this fucking caller.
But wait a minute. Didn't this happen before? Like, we thought it was Glenn Beck got in trouble because he said something about stabbing Trump with somebody with a knife, right?
Dude, Glenn Beck should have. He almost got away with saying, like, Obama has a deep-seated hatred for white people.
Yeah.
Like, on Fox and Friends. What I'm surprised at isn't it fucking like his network? How do you get suspended from your own fucking network?
Well, I don't know if he'd have been suspended necessarily from the network. It might have been he was suspended from, like, whoever
radio and shit, like his radio show. Yeah, you're right.
I honestly, I don't know. This is all new to me too.
Incredible heat on me because I'm about to suggest something very bad. It is a hypothetical I am going to ask as a thriller writer. With the feckless, spineless Congress we have, who will stand in the way of Donald Trump over...
I swear to God, I read that as death to tranny.
Yeah, I did too. Yes, I was just reading.
I was like, why are they so... Is this the bathroom thing really that important?
Overstepping his constitutional authority as president. If Congress won't remove him from office, what patriot will step up and do that? If he oversteps his mandate as president, his constitutional granted authority, I should say, as president, if he oversteps that, how do we get him out of office? And I don't think there is a legal means available. I think it will be a terrible, terrible position the American people...
Look at his eyes.
Is this this is the freeze frame that the people making this video chose?
At home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not at home, just... Like, I've had people make video responses to me where they pick the absolute stupidest face that I'm making.
Sometimes it happens, but
use as a thumbnail.
But dude, in a situation like this, that's obvious that they did it.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
out of office because you won't be able to do.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say whatever. It's like really not. I don't.
Yeah,
I tend not to get butt hurt about, like, I make stupid faces. I do it for every thumbnail on this show. I get agitated and I get animated and all that shit. You're not hurting my feelings by catching a freeze frame of me looking dumb. I do it like 1,000 times a day.
He really does.
Do it through Congress.
Well, I would agree with you on that, and I don't think that you actually have the voices. We've been talking about this off air for a while. I think the voices like ours go away. I don't think that we are allowed, especially if things, and I believe the economy is going to go to crap. Even if Jesus was in office, it's going to naturally reset. It has to.
Wait, no. If Jesus was in office, Jesus would have the power to.
Yeah, he could miracle it.
Is he even religious anymore? Because that was like an obvious, like, Jesus has no control, coming from a fucking Mormon.
Glenn, under the policies of Trump, again, foreign affairs. Look up what a caudillo is. Caudillo. Trump is promoting a protectionism, a nationalism in economics. It has destroyed Latin America.
I know.
It has destroyed any hope of democracy down there.
I guess Latin America when he said EO and it was ILLO. I immediately knew because I used to live in a town called Camarillo. Yeah. And I know you have an Amarillo, you call it, but it's Amarillo, Texas.
Everybody calls it Amarillo.
Do you know what that means, Drew?
Yellow?
Yeah, bellied bastard. You've got the end. Yellow-bellied bastard.
He will do the same thing here. If people say Hillary's worse, I hate Hillary Clinton's guts. Hillary Clinton will not do the damage Trump will do. And people are going to come back and say to you and say to me, you guys were right. We should have listened to you. And you know what? All of those cowards that are throwing in behind Trump because he's the Republican nominee who say, well, it's too late to do anything, shame on you. He has not been to the convention yet, and guess what? If more of us stood up,
I need a moment to shame. Shame.
We need a bill.
Shame.
A stand and said we are not going to vote for him. We're going to make sure he doesn't get elected. Maybe that egomaniac Trump would want to opt out. If he doesn't think he can win the presidency because all of us were standing up against him, maybe he would beg off. Maybe he wouldn't do it. But you know what? All of these go along to get along Republicans have fallen in behind him, and I say shame on you and to hell with every one of you.
Nice. Guitar Strum left a comment saying, and there's a beautiful fucking typo, we have a vote for a shit sandwich or a cooch.
Nice.
And then he corrects himself, I mean douche. Yeah. So in that case, obviously Trump is the shit sandwich. Yeah.
Well,
shame on anybody that partakes in blind, hollow I call it farting, following fucking, like, if you're just like, well, they got a D next to their name, so I support them. You're just as stupid as anyone that votes for anyone with an R next to their name.
Dude, wait. Did at any point they mention assassinating Trump? I didn't even...
They said if some patriot wants to take him out, like...
He said basically said there's no other way to address Trump once he oversteps the Constitution than to take him out.
Okay, so that wasn't Beck. That was his guest saying that.
I think Beck did kind of agree with him there.
Yeah,
but mind you, that I still don't think like anyone should be suspended over that shit. I mean, we say stupider shit like pretty much every podcast.
Well, if you were actually inciting killing somebody, then
okay, so they're being serious, but at the same time, Glenn Beck, I also heard him laughing while the guy was talking.
Yeah, but I mean,
you could say, "Oh, I was taking it as a joke" or whatever, but they are obviously being serious. Glenn Beck has an obvious hatred for Donald Trump. He was a huge Cruz supporter. You know, I can agree that Trump is a complete piece of shit. I don't see him like. I see him being like the reality star president. He's going to be the Ronald Reagan that wasn't even good enough to fucking like be in a movie.
Yeah, but I mean, they do this shit all the time, man. It's always make or break. If you don't go for the guy I'm going for, it's the end of the republic. You know, it's
not even that, dude. I look at it in a more general scale, which look at like the idea of democracy is great, all right, but the problem is people are fucking retarded. Mm-hmm. So if you put a bunch of stupid people in charge of making like this shit, dude, I keep going back to it. Louis fucking Gohmert. Louis Gohmert gets elected over and over and fucking over. Watch a few minutes of Louis Gohmert and question why anyone could bring themselves to vote for that. And it's because people are fucking stupid. People are fucking stupid. And if you put people in the give them the ability, massive groups of stupid motherfuckers, the ability to vote people in, dude, I'm surprised that we haven't already fucked the Constitution as stupid as we are compared to like the, and not saying the founding fathers were fucking impeccable or anything, but at least if they were Christian, they were able to fucking separate their religion from their fucking politics, which current Republicans and conservatives tend not to be able to do. Although Donald Trump is ironically a rare exception. He's like the least religious fucking candidate, and somehow has won the favor of all these conservatives and Republicans. But it's just, it's going downhill. It's certainly not getting better. And that's why I give, by the way, when I said 200 years for like the human like species, that doesn't mean 200 years of fucking America. I don't think America will last another 100 years. And I honestly think we are like downhill fast.
Well, how can you talk about people being stupid and worthless when we have videos like this?
We have done less tweaking, as we call it, on this food than anything we've ever put together.
Pause.
The first few times.
What the fuck is he wearing?
No, not. That's what you focused on. Did you not hear the first words out of his mouth? We've put less. He said we've put less tweaking into this food than we have any other.
Oh,
what the fuck? I can't decide whether he's like. By the way, Pulse of Defiance is like ordering a bucket of this right now. He's like, I'd love to get some tweak. but
it's the Fiesta bucket.
Like you don't. I understand you need to make it so it's like not as perishable, right? So there's a little bit of like additives and preservatives and shit. But to use the word tweaking the food, and that you're now bragging, like, look, we tweaked the fuck out of all this other shit, but now we got some shit that we didn't tweak so much.
Am I really strange? But if you're making these buckets for like the end of the world, is it really appropriate to call it a Fiesta bucket?
Dude, I think this is in the same episode where he's like talks about how much like illegal immigrants from Mexico are a threat.
This is buy my Mexican survivalist food because things are coming. That's the name of this video. Stuff, thanks.
This food is so good. It passed.
You hear the music in the back? It's fucking trumpets and shit. Oh my god. That's awesome.
It's so bad. Do you think the food in the bucket looks anything like that? By the way, that doesn't even look appetizing.
I was just about to say that doesn't even look good.
It looks like boiled chicken and like dehydrated peppers. That's about all it looks like.
Imagine eating some like 90-day-old Mexican food out of a bucket. This is the living, man.
Do you want to survive? Or do you not just beg for death?
As if the Mexican food wasn't already going to make you shit something fierce. Now it's been sitting in a bucket for 90 days.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to be begging for death after you eat it.
After you empty the bucket, you fill it right the fuck back up again.
And then you could just eat it again and not even notice the difference.
This is the official...
Nice, big, tasty Fiesta turds.
Bacon and
eggs. Mexican.
Dude, look at that.
What is it?
Bacon and eggs.
That's bacon and eggs?
That's like ham little, like...
Dude, do you know how much citric acid has to be in, like, cracked eggs in order to keep them anywhere close to fucking fresh? I mean, like, it is a ridiculous amount. Look into it. Citric acid, major fucking ingredient in like keeping eggs. Cracked eggs fresh.
Also, that bowl was made with the finest lead paints.
That's what it looks like. The lead just chips off into your eggs.
Why would they? Oh my god! I didn't even notice that. Why would they do that?
Yes.
Is that supposed to be rustic?
Yeah, I guess.
I suppose that in the end times, that's what your fucking China's gonna look like. Like, goddamn zombies chip my fucking fine china again.
Dude, is this what like Mexican style chips look like where y'all are from? Because in Texas they do not look like this.
We actually
they even managed to make chips look appetizing.
I'll admit that at my restaurant we do it's a flatbread spiced chip that we like cut, spice, and season, and then bake, and that's what you're supposed to use to eat your ceviche. Because I work at a fucking seafood place, but they serve ceviche, and it comes with these, and the chips kind of look like this, but at least they're all the same size. And but they're spiced nicely, and they come from like a fresh flatbread, so they taste really good. Whereas this looks like someone. Jesus, what does that even look like?
This looks
like someone let their kid cut triangles out of tortillas.
Jesus Christ, that's what I was just about to say. It's like a child took a pair of scissors to like a shitty piece of material.
Yeah, it looks like
cut
cloth.
as many triangles as you can and be like, this one's an obtuse and that one's an acute.
Wait, you're telling me you wouldn't want 196 servings of this crap?
Ooh.
I love how the description is chips.
Mexican food that real life Mexicans approve of. You
No.
You
lying.
Did he just say that?
I cannot fucking believe I just heard that man say, and here to prove it, we have a real live Mexican.
No. He was saying real life Mexicans approve of this. I don't even know if they have one on set. He's just saying.
Did he say approve? I thought he said proves it. Like,
this is not gringo food. This is.
Oh God.
Real life.
I was trying to rewind it just so he would say all that again. Hold on.
Real life Mexicans approve of. This is not gringo food. This is good food.
Okay, that is definitely gringo food.
Dude, it's not even gringo food. It's bucket food.
I had to read what this is. I couldn't tell.
I thought that was mac and
cheese blend. They can't even call it macaroni. Oh my God, that looks disgusting.
And it is unbelievable. But the big
dude, have we played this before? Have we played this video before?
Why would you not do like a chip? Okay, instead of doing chips, and which are terrible looking, and here's a bowl of cheese sauce, which is just a yellow circle. You idiots! Why not do a clip of you taking one of the survival chips and dipping it in the cheese sauce? Then it might look halfway appetizing.
This
but
looks
instead
like...
you gave us a bunch of random sized triangles, called them chips, and then you're literally using shapes here. It's like you're appealing to the stupidest of people. People are like, triangle, circle. Like,
this looks like freaking like Taco Bell cheese dip.
No,
this is like
Taco
the blandest.
Bell, dude. I could survive on Taco Bell if I had to. Can't guarantee I could survive on this shit.
Does this not look like the cheese dip they use on like nachos?
It looks like melted Velveeta as far as I'm concerned. But the point is that they're showing it like it's like this is the appetizing shot of this fucking food that you're offering. I want to go pay $100 to get.
Asshole. This was tested by authentic Mexicans.
They approve.
Okay.
In fact, we have a direct quote here. It's
I believe there's going to be some events take place.
That's what it looks like whenever you're done with it.
Dude, that might actually be the after shot.
No.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna put in some sriracha to simulate blood that's gonna come out of your fucking rectum. You guys know, like hot sauce. We're gonna put hot sauce in here to make it look like blood because
it
that's
may not
coming out. That's the point. That was the joke. Go ahead, bar me. I don't give a fuck. Look at this.
Why
Doesn't deserve to be fucking talked about.
They showed that twice.
What is that?
That's salsa.
I honestly,
like tomato
if I cover up the fucking title, I would have been like, blended tamale.
That's like it looks like tomato paste.
It doesn't even look like that. It looks like
what's the shit that they put on pizza? The
dude,
fucking.
If the doctor asked for a stool sample and it came out like that, you're fucked.
Son, I think you have a problem.
Be the big event, the grid going totally down. But I believe there's going to be...
The fucking trumpets in the background are killing me. Dude, the only thing that would make this better is if he was wearing, like, a sombrero and one of those, like, that thing like fucking Clint Eastwood used to wear. What is that, poncho?
A gaucho.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Major event that's literally going to, like a shot across the bow, is going to warn us. God's been dealing
No way he just said that.
He said a shot across the bow, not the bowel.
Oh, dude.
Which is what I wanted to hear. A shot across the bowel.
I wanted to hear that so bad, that's what I fucking heard.
Yes, dude. I'm so sorry for the people that buy this shit. But Drew, if I bought one of these buckets, are we going to go in that direction? Do we eventually buy these buckets and try this shit?
And try the stuff
what
out?
am I going to do with my Tuesday nights after you guys are gone?
I'll tell you this right now. I will like shovel that shit into a Ziploc bag, shove it into an envelope, and send it to people.
You're not allowed to send anything toxic through the mail, TJ.
No, you are not allowed to send anything that you admit is toxic.
Dude, I would do it. I would be down for it, except I am not giving this asshole money.
See, that's the issue. That is the main issue. I guess the way we need to do it is like if I quit smoking or some vice that you have that you really shouldn't have and you want to get rid of, and you kind of put away the money that you would have spent on that aside.
He still profits, though.
Yeah, he does, but we're going to include a note with the money, hey, go fuck yourself, you dirty, stupid piece of shit, and tell your stupid
that's
wife.
Real smart to say that to someone that's about to send you food.
I didn't say I was necessarily going to eat what he sent me.
We're just going to get it milled out.
You leave it with me.
But okay, I take it back. Instead, we'll write the message like, please include salt and pepper, because I'm sure this is some tasteless shit.
I'm so unrestful about it because I know things are coming.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Yeah,
Drew.
No. Oh my God, it's so good.
Please tell me you have one more.
Yeah, we can do.
I can't end on Jim Baker and that food. Like, I'll dream of it. I can't do it.
Okay, Jim Baker.
Like the horns will be playing in the background of my dream. Like, hey, so wait. Before you even play anything, how about a big thumbs up in the fucking chat for the show so far? Or I'm not going to ask for it for myself, but for Drew here, and for Dark Matter below him, and for an extra video, just because we're all so fucking awesome. Even though I have a ridiculously long day ahead of me tomorrow, I've not even retrieved my suitcase.
You mean today?
Oh my God, dude, I am so fucked.
Yeah, I gotta be. I
have not retrieved my suit. I need to wash the clothes that I'm gonna fucking be bringing with me. That's how far behind I am, and I'm supposed to be getting my AC fixed, and fucking it's just, I'm so fucked.
Yeah. So let's do this last nerve. It's not going to be Jim Baker and food, but it's still going to be Jim Baker.
Boy, this is a scary question to ask, but can you give us your views on Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and Bernie?
Unfortunately, as a nation, we kind of get the leaders that we deserve. The people, and not just the president, but you look at Congress, they really are a reflection of who we have become as a nation, which is kind of very, very frightening.
That's what Rick Joyner says.
That's right.
When you say that, that is scary, isn't it, folks?
That's exactly.
That we get the leaders we deserve. And
that fucking lady, dude, I swear to God.
No, first of all, how is it scary that we get the leaders we deserve? We deserve it.
What is that? What is this?
I'm trying to figure that out myself.
It looks like some kind of
like a solar panel.
Electroshock.
Dude, remember these are the guys that sold the EMP jackets and shit
for the gas generator. Yeah, wasn't it the gas generator?
Dude, yeah. It's an EMP cover for your generator so that the EMP doesn't knock out your power. Because you know what? Having a day and a half of power off of some battery operated fucking generator is really important when you're trying to make bucket food tastes good. The generator wouldn't even last long enough for you to cook the food that you have in your refrigerator and pantry. That's just not how shit works. Unless you have an industrial sized giant fucking thing. The thing and the cover that they showed, it literally looks like they took They took the sun visors that you put in the front of your car, and they sewed two of them together. And they're EMP shield. Because it's shit they'll never have to prove. No one's ever going to be I want my money back because 17 years ago you bought, or I bought a fucking EMP shield for my generator, and now an EMP went off and it didn't quite work right, so I want my $100. No, that's not going to happen. That's why it's a perfect scam.
And that if we don't serve God, he says, will give us immature leadership.
That's right.
But we're in a point now where we've got two people.
Right, guys. That's right. That's totally right. Dude, he doesn't even look at her. He's so used to her just he's totally focused on someone that is not responding to him at all. And she's that's right. Because he's so used to her just being yeah,
Can I just say, Light Matter says that the Fiesta bucket is a gas generator.
Nice. Oh.
Good shit. I love it.
That, at this current moment, seem like it's going to be the candidates for president.
And so we've got Hillary Clinton on the one hand, And, Hillary Clinton, as I was thinking about this earlier today, two names kind of came up. One was Jezebel, and the other was Athaliah. If you know your Bible, you know who she was. And
oh, God.
Okay, first of all, let's look at the crowd before we even address the point just made. Immediately, I see flannel and suspenders. That's the first thing.
And I see those old
I
lady
also
haircuts.
noticed that neither of these two fat fucks on the bottom left is sitting like their wife or anything. They're like, hey, what are you doing on Thursday morning? Be like, I'm gonna go watch some guy talk about buckets of food for the end times. He's like, I'm down. Let's do it. All right, Are you looking for black people? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm looking. What the hell is on his table?
They're in the front row. They put them front and center when they get one.
What is on their table there? I'm wondering what the hell that is.
I'm sure these are the people dumb enough to actually watch the recording like live. Similar to the people that are probably watching this live. They're the ones dumb enough with enough free time.
I think there's like 22 people in the audience. That's pretty fucking sad.
Yeah. There might even be, like, I see the edge of a table on the bottom there, so there's probably more even behind that camera view.
Oh, okay.
The actual studio it actually ironically looks like a Mexican town or some shit, like downtown Mexico.
Their studio is set up where there's like a little fake ice cream
It
shop.
is. This shit is embarrassing. I don't think I've ever heard them say anything that was like. He just said like.
Casa Bonita.
He's like, was it a dream or something? He heard the word, like someone said Hillary, and he's like, 2 words came to mind, right? Jezebel, all right, and some other stupid shit. And people are like, oh, some stupid shit. I love some stupid shit. That is great.
in ancient, we talk about Jezebel or Athaliah. Well, in ancient Israel, sometimes they just had to, put up with whoever because, the kings and queens, it was all in the family, and they just kind of had to take whoever would come next. But we're willingly going to choose this Jezebel to be the leader of this land. I mean, that is truly, truly frightening.
That's sexist and offensive. You're
Dude,
a bigot.
When your argument against the person is Jezebel, look at Donald Trump. Here's what I want to know. What's the words that come to mind when he hears Donald Trump? Is it fantastic, terrific, number one,
makes my head
the best,
spin?
Great? You fucking idiot. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not defending Hillary Clinton. As far as I'm concerned, she's a Jezebel is being too kind. She's a complete annoying cunt that is like paid to be a politician. That was an awesome thumbnail, by the way. I got to see that.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah,
I
my
missed
face.
it.
Here, show everybody. Fuck it. My face is classic. I look like a typical fucking potato soup bucket buying motherfucker.
What? That them taters in the soup?
Oh my god! Damn,
dude. You need to put the text. Damn. That shit is fucking classic. Like, damn, people be saying that. That's fucked up. And then the people that be saying that are people that are in our group and are just making false claims. Damn.
Oh god.
Damn, man. I gotta roll a blunt and smoke it and think about this shit. Is that too racist?
That is.
Is it?
yeah.
Come on, man. I smoke. Philly. I'm sorry. Monkey Fudge is like the whitest motherfucker I know, and he's like constantly like, just got home from work, gonna smoke 2 blunts real quick. Like he's a way bigger blunt smoking pothead than well, at least than the black people I know. All right. Yo.
Oh man.
Blunt lives matter.
That needs to go into the title.
By the way, Drew, we're gonna get you a smoke in DC because it's not a criminal offense there, sir. And I have it on good faith that there will be a bunch of it showing up with us there.
Cool.
If the TSA is watching this, I'm not bringing it. Someone else is bringing it. So don't search my ass. All right. But have it on good faith that we will have the ability to be high and mighty for the entire trip if we so choose.
Nice.
I'm so looking forward to this shit.
Might smoke a little bit before
When
I
you
go
say
to sleep.
high and mighty, I envision TJ giving Drew a piggyback ride.
I don't think that'll work out well for Tej.
It's illegal for non-residents, and that's why I'm not bringing my ID with me when I go out.
It's illegal for non-residents. That makes no sense.
Well, it's DC, so nothing really has to make sense. So,
yeah.
I mean,
I love the way you spelled illegal, Fudge. Jesus Christ, no more blunts tonight.
Illegil.
Isn't that Drew Bonics?
It's actually illegal. Yeah,
illegal.
And that is pretty ill, you know.
Anyways, we're out of here, guys. We're
done.
So,
big thanks to all our patrons. Thanks to Dark Matter for showing up. Drew, this is I had a fun time yesterday and another fun time tonight. I think the shows have been going well. Hope everyone will give us their feedback about changing live streaming sites, possibly. And we very well may do the next show on the other Hitbox, so we can see how everyone fucking likes it. And of course, that will be the first show after the Reason Rally, which we are all going to. Shit, I mean, my plane leaves in like 34 hours.
I leave Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm going to get there Thursday, like midday, and I'm going to try and do some sightseeing before the rest of you retards show up. Seriously, I can't think of when else we're going to get to do this shit. Like Friday, Saturday, I'm going to be fucking booked. Maybe Sunday. I really want to do the Smithsonian.
Dude, I want to do a lot of that stuff. I'm not just going to hang out with a bunch of fucking SJWs. I want to go. I want to go. Like,
that's great.
I want to go see all the shit.
I honestly do not see this being like a bunch of fucking. If it ends up being if I'm wrong and this is like giant groups of fucking retarded feminists and shit. Fuck, I'll get thrown out, I guess, because I will not hold my fucking tongue. I hope in my mind that code of conduct shit was just like covering their asses, and that it's not actually going to be enforced as strongly. Consider it like the barrier between a 4-year-old and a fucking gorilla enclosure. All right,
just useless. Yeah. Totally useless. Like almost like there's no barrier.
Anyway, so
wait, are you the gorilla or the 4-year-old in that scenario?
I swear to God, Drew is the gorilla. I've met. I used to call myself the big guy, and you've noticed I've stopped doing that. It's ever since I hung out with Drew. Drew is built like a goddamn tree trunk. The man is like.
I would have wrestled that gorilla.
That man can talk shit about my mama all he wants, and I ain't gonna do shit about it. I'm not a pussy or anything, but Jesus, it looks like the kind of guy you'll like smack in the jaw 3 times, and he'll be like,
spit out a bunch of fucking teeth and just stare at it.
Yeah, he's a wonderful big teddy bear, but in person, if you don't know him, he can be pretty terrifying. So, if any of you are going to DC, you will get to meet the terrifying teddy bear himself, and if you're lucky enough, he'll throw a turd at you.
Yeah,
it's true story. All right, so we will see you guys next Tuesday or at the Reason Rally if you are attending. We appreciate the fuck out of you guys. And Dark Matter and Drew, have a great night. I will see you, Drew, in a couple of days, buddy.
Yep, that's right. Later.
Good night.